And we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to MUGS June meeting. I'm Wade, your host of the day. We have Veronica and Ian with us at the moment, and hopefully if anyone else wants to join on, you're more than welcome to join, and Mark as well.
It's always in the background.
How is everyone today?
Great.
Yeah, doing okay? Is anyone building anything today?
Oh, just the usual. Still collecting bricks.
Still collecting bricks, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, that looks good.
The ice cream truck?
No, camper. The camper.
Okay.
Camper. We got
Nice.
just under 12 kilos of Lego the other day from the op shop.
Wow.
A lot of it's free.
I remember having one bulk lot, and that was it. Hi, Tom.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. Welcome. Hi, Jeremy and Australian. Welcome.
How you going?
Yeah, good.
Hello,
what are you
everyone.
building today, Tom? Is that the Barracuda? Can you hear me, Tom?
Yeah, I can. I'm working on an Arkham Island.
Arkham Island. Okay.
Yeah. It's at the end of my... Yeah, I can.
Okay. Very cool. So you're going to make I'm going to put you full screen so you can see the layout. So you're...
It's going to have...
What?
Sorry, I have the YouTube open as well. The sound is
okay.
messing with me.
Feedback.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to make an island all around it. This is the end of my city, which goes that way.
Oh, cool.
I'm going
Okay.
to try and see what I can do today.
Awesome. That looks
Well,
really
I'm sitting here.
Okay. Is that one of the Arkham sets, or did you build the
Yeah.
facade yourself?
No, that's definitely a set. I'm not that good.
Okay. Cool.
Got the interior as well.
Nice.
I'm all about the facades because I like to set up scenes as superheroes rather than filling the space with buildings.
Uh-huh. Are you going to build
So
it like
kind
up on an island and a mountain or something, or?
Yeah, that's my plan. I'll have a bit of a mountain going, but it'll kind of match the rest of the city that's going down along there.
Oh, okay, that's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to
the
give us
plan.
a tour of your island or your city at some
Can
point.
do.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't have a city set up myself. Just got pieces everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah, all my pieces are in the city. So there's not much, like when it comes to a mock comp, I don't have many pieces. I've got to tear apart what's up there.
That's what we do as well. Yeah. So hi to Catherine and Stefan in the chat. Sorry. Welcome. So Veronica, are you building anything today?
I sort of have been working on my dress that I had at Brick Pension that was going to go to Brick Gambia, but I'm still debating. Because I had to pull it all apart because I wasn't happy with it. And if I can, I shall show you.
Okay. Sneak peek of Brickvention.
Well, Brick Pension's going to be totally different again, so I don't know if you can see that.
Okay. Let me put you full screen.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So you're making like a corset kind of thing out of the...
Well, that's my dragon dress.
Okay.
But I'm redoing it and rejigging and making it the way I wanted to make it because I rushed it to get it done for BB before. But then I'm also got to do a wedding dress, so don't tell anybody.
Okay. Is there a wedding coming to Brickvention that we don't know about?
No. Just I had
as an
some
exhibit?
comments at this Brickvention. I'm like, okay, I'll do it because they were like, make a wedding dress. Like, do you know how hard it is?
You need to make a tuxedo as well then.
Yes, so I got a male mannequin, like a half one, so it'll only be half the size.
Okay.
But it's never about the man anyway.
Yeah. Depends on the kind of wedding, I guess.
Wedding
Well, I can
cake?
do the dress and I can do the bouquet and I can do a whole heap of other stuff that goes with a wedding. So
Yeah.
like
Maybe
your
a
garter
top hat
and all that.
for the man? No.
Yeah.
It's a bit classic, isn't it? Yeah.
What is the deal with Brickvention this year? coming up
So
this year.
this year has already been and gone. So next year, they're still planning for Brickvention.
Yeah.
I believe it's the 17th, 18th, and 19th of January. I want to
Usually
say.
the third again. Yep.
They're assuming it'll have all the COVID would have died down by then.
At this stage, they're planning to host Brickvention. It's the 16th and 17th of January this year, next year.
Yeah.
So they're still planning towards having Brickvention. At this stage, that's the only communications that we've got. Obviously, COVID will play a big role in how the format is, and depending on like social distancing rules and ticketing and all that sort of stuff, they'll change the way things work, I think. But it should be still happening. I believe applications will go out at some point in end of July. So if you want to display, they'll put through the whole application process at that point. And then
I was going to say, if people are limited, then I suppose you could always put the barricades around everybody and keep that distance so people can still see. And then you wouldn't have to stay with your displays. But it would take up a lot more room too.
I don't really want to get into the whole options because I'm not close enough to comment, and I don't want to say the wrong thing and make and have it on record, I guess. I know they are looking at the different options to see how we go. So yeah, I'm just going to add another person. Hi, Kathy. Welcome.
Hi,
Hi.
Kathy.
Hey,
Thank you.
Kathy.
How are you doing today? Oh.
Mark's waving.
One of your cute hen joining us too.
Oh, so cute. I did see the photos.
Oh.
He went running past, so I thought he might as well join.
Cute.
I don't run past, he just sits behind me.
I've only noticed the dog once behind you, so it's funny that you point him out. What's his name?
This is Ruby.
Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Oh, cute.
She stays close to me.
Are you building anything today, Kathy?
I have got some of Zach's Lego that he hasn't finished. So I'm working on his the land bounty, I think.
Okay.
Cool.
Ninjago style
I've had-
thing.
Love some Ninjago.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Ninjago.
there a build comp or something?
The monthly build comp
Yeah.
with the theme of Royal, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was it.
Yes, there is. I have not been told of the winner yet.
Also, I missed that one.
I think Andrea is going to join us a bit later and tell us some of the winners and updates from MUGS and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the finalists.
Well, I don't know if they're finalists, but at least the winner of the Royal theme, and maybe announce the next week's comp.
Sure.
There's a lot of we missed a build comp for the last week because we forgot to post it. Sometimes that happens, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we did that last month for guys.
Yeah.
For that last comp, the 90s one, I got all excited because I thought, oh, 90s, I can do Ninja Turtles, like when the movies came out. Then didn't read the description properly. It had to be Lego's 90s.
Well, there was 90, like, wasn't there Turtles Lego? But was it 90s?
It wasn't in the 90s, though.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I went with Adventurers instead.
Okay. Maybe we should, like, reinterpret the theme and do anything in the 90s. Because that's how I would have interpreted it as well. Like, do something from the 90s.
Yeah, I got all excited.
Yeah.
I started building Michelangelo ordering pizza through the manhole cover.
Awesome.
I put it in my city anyway.
Okay.
Your favourite TV show. That'd be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite TV shows. Okay. So yeah, Andrea listens to these chats a lot. So if you
Yeah,
keep
she's a
suggesting
stalker.
ideas for the build competitions, they may show up eventually.
Oh, she's terrible. She
Oh,
is terrible.
She's just shy, camera shy. She's having one at the moment, so she'll be joining us later. Yeah. Yeah. People are messaging.
Doesn't want me to do Lego.
Sorry?
Pepper doesn't want me to do Lego.
Okay. Andrea is saying that her YouTube login is not working, so she or she would comment. So Andrea, if you're watching, you need to just use the StreamYard link and join in video chat rather than comment, and that's how it is, I think. Yep. Everyone's agreeing, so it's got to be the way.
Don't
So-
be chicken.
Sorry? Be a
Don't
chicken.
be chicken. Yeah.
Yes. So has anyone picked up any new sets lately or bought anything interesting or new?
My latest was that Townhouse Toy Shop.
Oh, okay. The 3-in-1 one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I decided it looked just like the Joker's HQ from the Batman animated series back in the day.
Okay.
I'll set it up just here.
Nice. Let me... Oh. There she is.
You meant to tell me before you put me on.
No. That way we
Hey, at
catch
least you're
it.
dressed.
I am dressed, yes.
Well, at least from the top
Need a
up.
haircut for if I'm going to be on, these sorts of things. Anyway,
How you doing?
yeah, good. Bit weary. That happens. So,
That's
how is
weird.
everybody?
Good.
Good, thank you.
Good.
Doing okay.
Doing okay. Yeah, so with the Royal Mock Comp, it was
Yeah.
sent a photo to info@brickventures and nothing has arrived. So,
If I send one now, will I win?
well, it's like that. We put them up for a vote, but if yours is the only one to vote for, yeah.
Oh, so no comments, no entries.
No entries.
Wow.
So there you go. Everybody must be busy now. So.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone in the chat and on live stream, we have until the end of the live stream to enter the competition. You're more than welcome to send them through.
Yep.
There
Send a photo to info@ventures.com.
Oh my God, Just anything royalty, is it?
Yeah,
Anything
so
royal.
royal. as in Queen's birthday week.
Sure.
We do family Zooms twice a week with my family, and so
Hi.
Jesse's like in. Got to be
Hi,
in.
Jessie.
Just say hello to Veronica. Hello. And that's
Hi.
Matthew and Tom and Ian.
Hi. It's me.
And he's going to bed very soon.
Sleepy time.
Mwah. Yeah, pussycat.
So
Are you building Veronica, or are you just sitting there?
I'm just sitting here at the moment. I've just got back from the supermarket and just had lunch, brekkie, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm sitting for 5 minutes. Done the dishes, put out 2 loads of washing.
Yeah, I'm doing all
For a
that.
rest. Yeah. We tried going for breakfast at a cafe today, and the amount of people that were queued up to go into the cafe, we just drove past and went, nah.
Fair enough.
Crazy.
Right.
What?
Oh, he's quoting things from Moana, the movie.
Ah,
So that's his latest thing, and yeah, he runs around with spatulas pretending they're the swords. There you go.
Oh, to be that age again.
I know. Only.
does he have anything that he wants to build?
What have you been building, Jessie? Have you been building something for Brickvention? Mm-hmm.
What
Jealous.
have you been building?
A volcano.
Oh,
Ooh.
Let's take her with. He's made out of lava. He can't go in water.
Oh, no.
When Molly turned into white, we made him move black, then it cracked. Black.
You need to put the heart back into the volcano so it settles down.
uh-huh.
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
He had an idea. There's some tiny little bits of rock can escape.
Right.
He can
Okay.
escape. And
Right, so we'll try and get the Lego chat back to Lego chat. I'll try and get rid of the child.
Hey, I like volcanoes and
That
Moana.
was Lego chat.
I might go and pop back.
Okay, no worries.
Okay. See you
All
guys.
right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Justin.
There you go.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah, won't be on too long. I'm currently standing here in Chadstone.
Are you at
And
the
you said
Lego
it
store?
was, I'll pop in and go, as you can see, what's up there?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anything new in the Lego store?
Beg your pardon?
Anything new
It's
in
pretty
the Lego?
noisy.
Is there anything new in the Lego store?
New. Nothing really new. Like, sure enough, you got some of the newer sets and all the rest of it. I did see, if you are chasing the Pirate Bay and the Treehouse, they have got that in stock.
Very cool.
Didn't see a haunted house. That's about it.
Okay. Nice.
The queue's
Take a
pretty
bit
long,
longer.
so unless you want to stand there for nearly 40 odd minutes to get in, yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
Okay. Not fun. But nothing else interesting or exciting?
Beg your pardon?
Nothing else interesting worth looking at?
Well, they haven't got the make a fig thing yet, so there's none of that. You can get parts from the wall, but you have to get the staff to do it for you. Yeah, there's nothing much you can go like. None of the new monthly builds have arrived yet. They're still waiting on shipments. So I only got your flower pot ones that you wanted that were for last month, but
Yep.
June's is still being delayed. What else? Didn't see the Lambos, so they must have sold out on that one.
Okay.
But apart from that, it's pretty quiet. Quiet with what they've actually got. It's just maintaining of the current stuff.
Fair enough.
But-
I have Michael in the green room. Does anyone want to swap out for a little bit? And
No, you can drop me, mate. I just called in just for a quick second because now I'm going to get in the car and head home. So I'll
Okay.
speak to you probably in about an hour or something.
All right, no worries. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye. Hello. The stranger has returned.
Hi, Michael.
You're on mute.
Hi, Mike.
That I am. Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
Yeah, I've been hiding from the world. Been very busy.
Totally understandable at the moment. The world is
Yeah.
weird.
But I can't stay long, but I was just going to drop in and say hello anyway.
You're just after your passport stamp, aren't you? That's what it is.
Is that right? Is there passport stamps available? Well, yeah, sign me up.
Yes, they are. So if anyone is in the chat or just watching, you do need to comment on the chat or appear in the live stream to get your your passport stamp.
Awesome.
So we will make sure that they are stamped and tracked.
Do you get 2 stamps for appearing live and 1 stamp for a comment, or is it just?
Andrea will need to comment on that. I would say just 1 stamp per meeting is the usual way.
Yeah.
Depends. Are you going to entertain us enough to earn your stamp?
Yeah.
You need to
I don't think so.
So what have you been building? It's been like 3 months since we've seen you. So I'm expecting huge Lego creations and amazing stuff.
Not much, really. Just I've built a few city sets with my son, and that's about it. That's about all I've done. So, yeah. One of them even came with a pre-built Puma. What was it, Puma or something? I can't remember. One of those. Yeah. So we didn't really even build it. We just tipped it out of the box.
Okay. Interesting.
But no, I've been busy working kids and all that stuff, and just haven't had a chance to really do anything.
It's a crazy time. I understand.
Yeah. This whole school thing. Oh, it's been a challenge. That's for sure.
Now you understand why teachers drink after they drop their kids.
Can't you finish at 3 p.m. today? We're really going to get this party started.
It's like, yeah, it's not the teachers that's the problem, it's the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been good seeing some of I'm a teacher, and it's been good seeing some of the parents realise that we're not crazy. Their kid is a pain.
Yeah, I get that.
There's going to be a whole new level of understanding at parent-teacher interviews now.
That's right.
I hope it's like
sharing the medication, one or the other.
They like the end of the year present for the teacher goes from like a cookie to a bottle of whiskey or something. We understand. Yeah.
Damn Murphy's vouchers.
Yeah.
We got end of remote learning presents. We've already been given presents. The parents are very appreciative.
Please take our children back, and here is some gifts. Here is gold and riches for you to keep them.
Money.
The brides will get higher.
Yeah. But it is interesting to see how much you need to give them to do, otherwise they're finished by 10 a.m. and are looking to start, starting fires in the house.
I read somewhere that the average school day, like to keep a kid, you shouldn't have 8 hours of work for them, because they don't actually do 8 hours of work at school. You should do like 4 hours of work, and that's what you expect them to do, schoolwork, because the rest is like breaks and getting between classes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, of course.
But saying that, I'm not a parent, so I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
It's like your own time at school, the best time is lunchtime.
Yes. Yeah. That's the best time at school. Yeah.
Well, I might end my poppy and make room for somebody else. So I will head off. But
Steve's
good to see you.
I will tell him.
Well, say hi for me, definitely.
I will. Cool.
See you, Michael.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.
See you in real. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. So, Brent, I've just noticed your comment. If you do not have a passport, I will still be recording your name down. So you'll still be eligible for stamps if you get a passport at some point, if that makes sense.
Available at MUGS for $2.
Yeah, the passports are available at MUGS for $2. The passports, I don't know if people know, the passports are where we can get stamps for participation in various activities. such as displaying, attending MUGS meetings, busy bees, etc. And you can use the stamps. It's just a way for MUGS to keep track of who actually attends meetings and stuff. And then we have access to programs like Lug Bulk. There's different things. You get invited to the Christmas party, and we put on allocated food for that and stuff like that for passport holders. So you do need a passport to be able to get access to some exclusive passport events. But all the details are listed in the MUGS Facebook group under the events. Under the files tab. There's like a breakdown of the rules for that. So you can have a look at that, and if you want to join, you're more than welcome to have a look. So yeah, that's the passport. Hi Andrea, welcome to the chat. You're more than welcome to join us back in the live chat. There is room. And if anyone in the chat wants to actually join in the live chat, you're more than welcome to as well. We do have a space. I was telling a couple of the panelists today, we do have a special guest coming at 2 o'clock, who is the one of the casting people for Lego Masters Season 3.
Yeah.
So she wants to just have a chat to us and see if there's anyone interested. And if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask her about the casting process, or I'm going to say Lego Masters in general, but I don't know how much of her knowledge will extend beyond the casting process. But you're more than welcome to come up with some questions, and we can try and ask her at 2 o'clock when she comes on. So yeah, if you have any aspirations to join Lego Masters next season, applications are now open, and they're looking for a variety of talent and people who can build on camera and put up with Ryan's crying. I went there.
And Hamish's really bad jokes.
They're glorious jokes.
That's true.
Although him and Trent with the Star Wars theme, that was awesome.
They did some great work, I think.
Yeah.
I think all the builds were pretty good this year. And I did like how there wasn't as much drama as last season. So
yeah.
I think that's
I like
good.
the hanging one, like hanging from one brick, build on that.
Oh, yeah. That was
I so
clever.
want to try that.
Should we just set that as a monthly theme? Hang from a brick.
Why not?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrea, if you're in the chat, what do you think? A monthly theme of hang from a brick? She'll respond when she gets to it. I think that would be quite cool. Yeah, so have everyone seen the new Mickey Mouse Lego set?
Pictures of it, yep.
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
What do you think? What do people think?
I'm not sure
That
what
looks
I
cool.
think.
Not sure.
Oh, just
Probably
I
not
haven't
something
seen
I'd
it.
buy.
looks
Okay,
like blocky as though.
Bring it up now.
I'm trying to find the picture.
Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm slow. Sorry. Mickey. Do. I'm struggling to find it. It's here somewhere. Google.
I'm going to have to duck out for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Norisse. All right. Bye.
See ya.
We lost you, Veronica.
I know. I keep pressing back one too far on me phone. It's gonna take me out. I go and look at messages and then I come back, but I went one too far. But I'm here. Always
So-
working in the background.
This is the new direct-consumer Disney set, which is the Mickey and Minnie.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Why does his ears look too big?
I think because they're circles attached to his head, as opposed to sort of half into his head. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
I can see a lot of people changing it.
Yeah. There's quite a few new parts by the look of it. So the leg part seems to be new.
Yeah.
And the flower part looks new, which is kind of cool. And the dress part is printed.
Well, that's just rude.
So I don't know. They haven't released any more information about it. The way this came about is they leaked the picture by mistake, and then they let everyone run with it. And it's meant to come June 21st, apparently, at least in America. So I'm not sure if it's going to come here at that time. So yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, Brent is just asking in the chat how tall it is. I'm not too sure. It's got, I'd say it would be a good 30 centimeters tall, at least.
So pretty big.
They look pretty big. I'm hoping that they come as a pair rather than individual.
Yeah.
Because the rumored price is €179, which works out to be about $350.
So it should be a whole set.
It should be together, I hope. So,
Wow.
yeah. I like it. I think I like it. As long as the parts are printed, not stickered. That's
I always like the rounded nose more than that pointy one.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently the nose uses a minifig helmet or something like that.
Oh.
That's what I've sort of read. And it's using like buckets, flower pots for
I
legs.
can see that.
So it's got quite a bit of interesting part usage. So I'm interested to see what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And I'll just queue up the next screen. I see that the Eva
that was
Mindstorms.
Oh right, yeah.
Mindstorms got a new generation, so they've released a new version of Mindstorms, which is cool. So you can build 5 different robots from Mindstorms, and it's using the new powered up functions. So it's a hub and motors and sensors and stuff. So I think it's great that they've updated Mindstorms.
Price tag that goes with it.
It's $550 Australian dollars. So that's a $200 increase on the previous generation. But it is connected through the apps and all the latest software and stuff. So it's
Can you still use the old stuff with it?
Unfortunately not. So it uses the new powered up connections. So it's like a little port that you plug in rather than you connect on top for the power functions. So you can't use the old versions with the new versions, unfortunately. But it is controlled by the app and the module-based programming, so you can click and drag, move forward, like the basic computer programming stuff to it. So it's not a bad idea. Oh.
The telly.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Wade. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hi, Karen.
How you doing?
Karen.
Very well. How is everyone today?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Good, good.
Stop being so enthusiastic. You're at work.
I am at work. I'm going to keep myself muted, Wade, for the most part because we've got people inside and the rides are going and everything. So it'll get annoying. Okay,
no worries. We're just having a look at the new Mindstorm set and having a chat about that. Have you had a look at it yet?
I saw it. I saw it a couple of days ago. I like the color scheme.
The teal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teal and white. And apparently, with all the new white pieces in it, you can now convert the Land Rover, the Technic Land Rover that came out, into a white Land Rover.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
So it's got
okay.
all the parts in there are enough to. The unique parts that were in the Land Rover are now in white in this set. So you can convert the Land Rover into white if you wanted to do that. So
I see.
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
How's LDC today?
Great.
Is it busy?
Well, we have a cap on the number of people we can have in the attraction at any one time. It's 20 people.
Okay.
And we rotate them in 1.5 hour sessions.
Okay.
So it's there's a ceiling on it, but yeah, busy enough.
Cool. Sounds like the ideal time to go if you want to see the attraction without having to deal with the crowds.
Yes. I mean, bear in mind that you will need a child.
Of course. You need an adult night. You need like a timed adult night.
We do. I'm looking into it. We just have to wait for the right restrictions to lift before we can do this. And I understand that, like, I'd be keen to gauge people's opinions on whether or not they would attend an adult night or a meeting of that size at this stage. Is that something that you're interested in? No, Veronica's out.
I've never been in there. What's in there to look at?
Mark's got lung problems, so he stays home very much away from everybody.
Yeah. Completely understand.
So, Tom, it's basically a kids' play center. So, if you're a giant kid at heart, you can play on all the rides and all that stuff.
I like the
build stations. There's a movie theater. They do all the little movie theaters.
Yeah, Wade, if you don't mind, Tom, I'll give you the spiel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do it.
The way that I describe it is it's the ultimate indoor Lego playground. We got 2 rides. We have a 4D cinema. Hello.
Hi.
Sorry. Just adding people in.
That's
Sorry,
all right.
Continue, Kieran.
Sorry. 2 rides, 4D cinema, 2 soft play areas, a whole bunch of build areas, and Miniland Melbourne, which is the thing that adults are the most interested in. It's a giant scale model city of Melbourne, all the Melbourne landmarks, a population of 3,000 minifigures. Most people
Some funny scenes in it.
Be familiar.
Funny
scenes in it.
Yes, actually, one of the things that I did when the site was empty was to completely take off all of the people and all of the cars and everything, give it a good clean, and then put them all back and reposition them. So that was a lot of fun, but a lot of work.
A lot of new things to look out for next time we visit, I'm sure. You'll need to set like a little base plate up or a MUGS meeting place or something. Oh, we should get a Brickvention figure and put it in there sometime.
Absolutely. If anyone's keen to have sig figs put in there, I'm very happy to do that. If you want to donate a sig fig, I would love to stick all of the, the local Lego personalities in there. That would be great.
That would be actually kind of cool. Have a MUGS meeting in Miniland.
Yeah.
We might have to do that. We'll get Andrea onto it and see if we can coordinate a mass mug meeting in there somehow. I don't know how that works. A Legoland MUGS meeting. When we can't attend in real life, we can just put our fig in there. That's the idea. But we had Justin come from outside. He was actually outside LDC about 20 minutes ago. So he was
Hilarious.
Just doing a quick pop in and live update of what was on the wall and what you guys have gotten and stuff. Apparently you've sold out of the Lamborghini still.
No Lamborghinis, I'm afraid. They're coming soon.
Always popular when they launch.
So was there any good parts on the wall? Or do we need to get rid of those? Sell them all out so new stuff can go on.
Justin didn't indicate that there was any new parts on the wall. whether there's good parts on the wall is hard to describe, depending on what you need, of course.
Interesting parts, yeah.
Yeah, but there is a lot of parts on the wall, and I understand the staff are still filling cups, so you need to wait for staff to still fill that.
Right.
Yeah. What are you building today, Kieran?
I'm working on a top secret large scale project. I can tell you it's got 200 layers of plate, and I'm on layer 13, so it doesn't look like much at the moment, but it's about 30 hours of work ahead of me.
Very secret. Is it for the attraction or another project?
Yes and no. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay. We won't drill questions in then and ask.
Yo, I'm making Frank.
We don't want to get him in trouble. Come on, he likes coming. Don't get him in trouble. Can't spoil it for us. Fair enough. I was saying earlier that we have one of the casting people from Lego Masters Season 3 joining us at 2:00. So if you're keen to be on Lego Masters next season and you have some questions that you'd like to ask her, you're more than welcome to hang around and ask questions. And that goes for anyone in the chat. If there's anyone in the chat that would like to ask some questions or be on Lego Masters, you're more than welcome to hop on and ask some questions.
What about you, Wade? Are you keen?
I'd like to say that I would like to go on the show. I can't take the pay hit though, because being off work for 3 months, that's the problem. I'd love to apply for it, but being off work for 3 months to film and having no income is just the thing that would stop me, I think.
What do you do for work?
I'm a test manager. So at the moment I work for Energy Australia, managing the power buy sell swap system. So whenever power companies buy power on the network, I look after that and make sure it's working properly.
Cool.
Yeah. Keeps me busy. Keeps me in the morning, I guess. Yeah. Hi, Steve. Steve is saying hi from his phone for the stamp. I guess that's acceptable.
Doesn't count.
But Steve, I'm sorry, you have to appear on live stream like Justin did to get your stamp, I think. Hi, Steve. Okay, so Brent, you got some parts from the wall by the look of it. Oh. You got to stop pressing that button, Veronica. Keep dropping in and out.
Going back with the little arrow instead of just clicking off the little cross. I'm not technologically brainy.
That's okay. So Brent's saying that he got some parts from the wall, dark stone grey for my current build. What are you building, Brent? You're more than welcome to join us on live stream if you wanted to, by the way.
I'll take any dark stone grey I can get my hands on.
I think it's one of the most popular colours. Everyone is after it.
Yeah.
I'm after white plants.
What plant?
The leaf thing.
Oh, of course, for the dress.
Yes, that project.
Yeah, that project.
For the dress, yes. Is that what the white parts were for the wedding dress?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. That's funny because I want black foliage, so, which is quite expensive.
I see Maya has the Stranger Things house in stock again, so you can get some of the foliage from that.
True. Yeah, I'll have to see how much is in there. Yeah, because I looked on Bricklink and a lot of it's like $1 a piece, so that adds up pretty quick.
They're about 60 cents on Bricks and Pieces,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
they're not too bad.
Yeah,
Or you can just wait for your lug build.
Yeah. Something for the next build. But,
So Brent is rebuilding Balin's tomb from Lord of the Rings. I don't know what Balin's tomb is. I think I need to Google that.
I still haven't watched Lord of the Rings.
Okay, I'll get an image up.
Yeah.
So Balin's tomb is kind of like the tomb where one of the people goes. That's really vague. In the Mind of Mora, the first battle scene. There we go. Okay. That makes sense. That'll be cool. Are you going to do it minifig scale, or you'll need? I feel like I'm talking just to comments here, so you're more than welcome to join. So it looks like that would be kind of cool to have like an underground sort of scene. So Kate, how many bags are you through your roller coaster now?
I'm just trying to work it out because it's been so long. I think I'm on bag 9, so there's only 10 and 11 to go. So it's getting there. It's been sitting on the dining table for a while though.
Have you cleaned off all the dust?
Yeah, I'll have to get that brushed out. It's all right. But yeah, it should be cool when it's done. I might even bag. I might get that done today.
Okay.
We'll see if I can sort myself out. Know where all the pieces are. There we go. A bit disorganised. That's all right. But I had the slab poured Friday for my Lego storage room under the house, so the dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah. Exciting. Not a huge area, but with shelving and stuff in it, it'll definitely be good. Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
So Brent is going to join us in a little bit. He's just finishing off a couple of Bricklink purchases. No worries at all. I am expecting the Lego Masters lady at around 2:00, so I may need to shuffle some people into the green room.
It's all right. You can take me out.
Yeah, when we get people in, I might just swap people out. And
I might just go out completely and come back in on YouTube so I can comment.
Yeah, you can do that as well. You might get an extra stamp that way. I don't know. No guarantee.
Double stamp.
I know where Andrew lives.
But do you know where the stamp lives? That's the question.
Or in Andrew's bag, one or the other.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the story with the base plate? Who funds that? How does it?
So the base plate is MUGS HQ. MUGS and Brickvention are basically in partnership. So Brickvention usually funds the base plate, as far as I understand. So I'm not an expert on this, so please don't take my word as gospel. But my understanding is, as part of the Brickvention partnership, because MUGS are the primary driver or get the people to display, they will pay for the rent for the base plate. And then the regular meetings, we have raffles and stuff that cover some of the day-to-day costs, like power and all that sort of stuff. So
the meetings are the only things
and
that
it's
happen
mostly where all the bricks and stuff get stored.
Okay.
So we have the meetings for MUGS there. We have Pizza and Partsies, which is a social night where we sell Lego. We have Lego markets, but it's usually only the MUGS meetings on a monthly basis that happen. And then we have occasional social nights and stuff like that. Have you not been to the base plate yet?
I've been twice. I only just joined this year after I went to Brickvention for the first time.
It's probably the wrong year to join. And
yeah, I know.
So blame him.
The world is against us. Yeah.
Yeah. it's good to speak to people. Like, I don't have many friends that are into Lego.
Yeah, it's
Speak
nice to
people who
talk
get
to
it.
someone that actually likes Lego, I think,
Mm.
and actually understands the love of it.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
You get that whole lot, that's for kids and you should grow up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. Yeah. So Kathy has rejoined in the chat. So that's fine.
You can take me out though.
Oh no, that's fine. Well, unless you want to go, we don't have anyone else waiting in the green room. If you want to escape, you're more than happy to. More than welcome.
I'll watch on YouTube.
Okay, no worries.
All right, bye everyone.
Thanks for joining us on live.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye. Kieran's looking very professional there doing his live stream. And the goggles and everything.
That's for sure.
I'm wearing safety goggles, Wade. I've got the glue out.
One of the only people that glues.
Yeah, I guess it needs to move around a bit. Don't want it coming apart.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Lots of kids play with it. I still want to know what you're building, though.
I can hopefully reveal it within a couple of weeks. I just want to get it finished first. It's not super secret. I'm just excited to reveal it all at once.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Hey, Anita.
Hello. Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
I saw in your comments that you had your bricks have posted finally. Your corner bricks.
Yes, finally. It was like, oh yes, excellent. I can finally finish the black half of my chess set.
Did you want to explain for the audience what you're building and working on? Do you have any do you have a screenshot or a picture or a design of what you're building, or?
Well, I thought I'd since I didn't finish off a royal theme, I thought, well, in theory, there's a king, there's a queen, there's a castle, and there's already a knight hanging around. So keep an eye out on the MUGS competition because I sent that through.
Awesome.
Today.
Andrea, you've got the mail. Excellent. If anyone else is building, hey Kieran, you should enter our competition. A royal theme. You have to build something royal.
No, that's no fair.
Before the end of the day. Before the end of the live stream.
Before the end of the live stream. Oh, okay.
Something royal. Gotta have some competition, Anita. See.
No, I want to win. Finally, want to win something.
We've had this competition. It's the monthly competition for the meeting. So no one seems to have remembered to send through stuff. So we're just.
I swear it was on my mind the whole month, but never. I thought, oh yeah, I'll do that. I didn't get to it.
Yeah.
No, I'll do that. I didn't get to it.
I'm the same.
Work.
Yeah. That's good.
Sometimes I wish the weekly competition was released beginning of Sunday, so I had all Sunday to do it rather than during the week.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. I can pass that feedback on.
Yeah. Because during the week, just don't. You're working and other stuff, and Sunday's my only day off, so that's the day that I want to be building.
Okay. I'll pass that feedback on to the powers that be, and hopefully we can try and get the weekly competition.
That's you, Wade, isn't it? You're the powers that be.
No, I don't control the competitions, unfortunately. I just promote them. It is all Andrea and everyone, Andrea that runs the competitions, and the secret judges that we don't know who appear. So yeah.
Isn't the monthly one that we vote on?
Yes. So the monthly one, we get entries emailed through, and then we put a post on so no one knows who it is, and then people vote on. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything royal. Like, I don't think I even have a crown.
Then
crown is where I was originally going.
You can build a crown. Or it could be like Queen, the band, or
yeah.
Anything.
Well, I've got chess pieces, so
Royal blue. There you go. Anything.
Oh, royal blue, that's a good one.
Royal blue.
Could be a monochrome royal blue.
Quick, you've got 3 hours.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Ian, I'm going to pop you in the green room for a moment, if that's okay.
Yep, no problem. No worries. Good.
Thanks. Hey, Dave.
Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you?
My laptop doesn't have a webcam, so I'm just on voice saying hello.
How old is your laptop then?
No, it's brand new.
It doesn't have a webcam.
No, it was like gaming only, so it, I don't know. They didn't see it as an important feature.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Are you working on anything today? Building anything exciting?
Okay, come on, going.
Cleaning, really.
Sorry?
Sorting and cleaning.
Sorting and cleaning. Okay.
What
Sorry. Who was
What was that,
speaking?
sorry?
I was just wondering what Pokemon you're working on, or just finished, I should say, so you don't have to give any spoilers. But
I'm kind of like halfway between 2, like that are all like very, very close to finished.
Nice.
And just constantly ordering parts for a couple more. Checked a post up on Instagram yesterday of one that I'm working on.
I'm looking for Instagram. If that's okay. I'm looking for it to share.
Thank you.
Oh, that's fine.
I haven't been on Insta for. I do follow you, but I haven't been on Insta for you guys.
What's your Instagram handle, Dave?
Just my name.
Dave _holder_.
Yeah.
So this is his Cubone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're not sure about the curves, about the slopes?
No, I'm pretty pretty set on doing it that way. It's just that I was mucking around with like a slope brick build on another model, but it just didn't kind of work out right. So yeah, I thought this one was more appropriate. Yeah, that's the one.
Togepi, yeah.
No.
I could have done a shiny. Could have done a shiny one.
Could have.
Yeah, one red and one blue.
Inspiration.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just going to quickly scroll through your Instagram while we're on thing. So for those who haven't seen them before, these are the one that Dave did, and they were at convention as well.
They were.
So is that digital or is that?
No, these are real.
Wow.
Yeah, they're real.
Very impressive.
Do you have like metal in the arms or anything?
No, it's pretty like it's. As soon as you start chucking a couple of bricks on top of each other, like the clutch power is more than enough to kind of keep it like supported.
Okay. Wow. Ditto and Eevee.
Yeah.
and the original Pikachu.
The original, yeah.
So yeah. So apart from Cubone, what else are you? What other Pokemon are you trying to capture?
Oh, that's a good way to look at it. Actually, what am I trying to capture? I don't know. Really depends on what bricks are in Pick-a-Brick, like based on color. It's just really hard to get the quantities that you need. I think some of the stores have just got bright light orange, so I need to have a think about if there's anyone that I can make out of bright light orange. Like, it really just depends on what I can get in like a good quantity.
Yeah, always hard.
Yeah,
especially in 2x4s.
Yeah, it just takes so long. Like 2x4s are easily the kind of the crux of any of the builds, you know, kind of making up most of it. So it's like it's usually like if it was say Pikachu, I think Pikachu was like 1,000 2x4 yellow bricks, and then maybe 500 1x4s, and then kind of like bits and pieces in between. But you need a minimum of like 1,000 2x4s to even do a single project, really.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I see the 2x4 in Earth Blue is back in stock on Pick-a-Brick, and it hasn't been in stock forever.
Pick-a-Brick or Bricks and Pieces?
Oh, sorry, Bricks and Pieces, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you need dark blue or Earth Blue,
yeah, right.
Dark blue, is it? The Lego name for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Earth Blue, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's like if you're a Pokemon fan, it's the Snorlax color, basically.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So
Snorlax, but
considering that each brick on Bricklink was $2.30 before that, and they're 30 cents or something on Brick-a-Brick, Bricks and Pieces.
Yeah,
so you can definitely make a cheaper Snorlax now. Which is
cool. See a Snorlax day.
I don't know. I'm really like I could do a mini one, but I'm really into just like the big ones. Like I feel like it'd be deviating too much. Like I've got so much to work with like the largish ones. So it could happen if they end up on like a Pick-a-Brick wall. I might do it. But otherwise, because you know, you can stack them for what, like 17 cents each if you spend the time doing it. But still, at 33 cents, it's still kind of like it's good, but it's still pretty expensive.
Yeah. Sorry, Anita, do you mind if I pop you in the green room for a moment? We're just going to swap in someone. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, go for it.
Cool. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Hi. Hi, Caroline.
Hi. How you guys going?
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Thank you. So for everyone who's watching and in the chat, Carolyn is the casting person for Lego Masters Season 3.
Haha, hello.
So
hey, Dad. How are you?
If anyone has any questions for Carolyn about Lego Masters Season 3, now is your time to ask questions.
That's right.
But did you want to give us a spiel or some information about the whole process?
Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen the show. Obviously, it's a competition, a building competition. So you can apply as a solo or as a team. You can apply with somebody under 18, but they have to be above 15 if you want that to be your team member. The application takes about 20 minutes. Does ask for a small video just about you and why you love building and why you think you'd like to be the next Lego Master. A few sort of questions about yourself, but mainly obviously it's all about Lego, your relationship with Lego, how you started building, what your dream build would be, stuff like that. It's all pretty straightforward. So I think the main thing is obviously you can apply on your own or within a team. Applications are open now, and they'll probably close in not too distant future. So if it is something you think you'd be interested in, now is a fantastic time to do it.
Okay. So how long does the whole process take from when you apply to when you find out about what's if you get on or?
So you'll put in your applications, and there'll be a team of us going through them. And then that usually takes about a month or so
Okay.
for us to go through everything and to get back to everybody. So you'll always hear back from us either way.
Okay.
Whether there are various stages that you go through. So you might have like a Skype chat with one of the casting team, or basically do that, and then there'll be like various other stages. But it's all pretty straightforward. Obviously, everything's very like COVID safe, so a lot of it is done like this.
Okay, awesome. And how long do you need to commit to filming and stuff?
I think at this stage we roughly say about 10 weeks that you have to be available for. So yeah, obviously that is whether your job can allow it. We have had jobs have been incredibly sort of flexible with lots of people that have wanted to apply, which has been great. I think because it's been so, as lots of places know that this is really something that's quite a unique opportunity for a lot of people. So yeah, that's very supportive.
Okay, awesome.
What time of year are you filming? Do you know yet?
So it's towards the back end of this year.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously if you do an application and things like that, you'll get a bit more information. I mean, I can give you vague dates, so I sort of be the back three, September, October, November, December roughly, but it's not going to be all of that.
Okay.
But that's what
I know for season 2 the grand final was filmed on Brickvention weekend, or on the lead up to Brickvention.
Yes.
So is that the same kind of finishing?
No, not this year.
Okay.
That's unlucky. I mean, I don't have a definitive like final schedule, but I would say it's looking like you'd be done and dusted before Christmas.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you should be done and dusted by then. Things can change. I don't want to promise you anything, but it's quite unlikely to. But yeah, done and dusted by Christmas.
And as the casting person, is there any personalities or hints that you can give us to make our application stand out, I guess? Sounds like an interview, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think, like, obviously, being yourself, have a genuine passion for Lego and building, having a great imagination. I mean, can I give you any tips and tricks to stand out in your... like a good video is always great, like something cool that you've built. But also, I think the main thing is don't be nervous about applying on your own. Lots of people have applied on their own, and we've been able to pair them, and it's been really successful for them. So,
I know the first season was a couple of pairings that were controversial. So, a little bit of personality clashes there.
Yeah, there are also pairings that were incredibly successful. So I think you're not going to be paired with someone for a personality clash. That's not going to be like the aim of the show. That's not what we're about. However, obviously, we only know someone as well as we can't necessarily always be best of friends if they haven't known each other. But hopefully you will be. That would be the dream.
Absolutely. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? So in the live chat or from the panel? Kate, are we putting you to sleep? You look like you're falling asleep.
No, I'm very focused.
Are you
Sunday afternoon, have a nap, it's fine. That's what they're all about.
Where is filming? Is it in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Based in Melbourne. Okay. At the old Master Chef.
Oh.
Right.
At the showgrounds.
Yeah, traditionally it's been there. I mean, I haven't been told exactly where they're filming it, but I would imagine it's probably where they have filmed it before in the studios. I would imagine so. Yeah, but I can't give you an address yet because I don't have it.
Fair enough. And all the contestants need to stay at like a compound when they film, right? Like a hotel or something.
Yeah. So it's more a hotel than a compound. Like you can leave and go to dinner and like see your family and stuff like that. You're not trapped in there. But yeah, you have to be. Everybody sort of stays there so that we can get you to location for filming and things like that. And will travel you to and from. But
Okay.
then obviously you can like go out, do whatever you want. It's not like you're only filmed when you're in the studio building. That's the only
Okay.
time you're filmed.
And like we've seen like a few of the challenges where they've gone, it's a 24-hour challenge. We've talked to a couple of the contestants and they've said that they don't film for 24 hours. Is that true? Is there like the movie magic washes their clothes and has it ready?
That was my question.
The duty of care is very important. You will not be you sleep and eat and do all normal things. Yes.
But that would still be 24 hours worth of building, would it?
Yes, yeah. So the hours are correct. But yeah, we're not going to. It's not necessarily back to back. But it might be things like you wouldn't be able to have like the internet or something, so you can change what you were doing or something. Do you see what I mean? But
I
and
wondered
all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I wondered if
people are checking their phones at nights. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live in a hotel, so I can only tell you what I know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's if it's a 20-hour build, it is a 20-hour build. But of course, your duty of care, you're human beings. Like,
yeah, need to be fed and watered.
I think we should change it this season, Caro.
Yeah, I mean, can you
No
imagine
more
if they
split days.
and then and I'm like, sorry, terribly sorry. You are.
Sorry, it's 20 hours straight this season. We really want to condense it down.
I would be very surprised if they did that. From the equal standpoint, if nothing else. But,
Just do the 24-hour challenge. You get 24 hours straight to build anything you want.
We have a question from our audience. So Veronica is asking if there's a chance that they'd have more judges like previous seasons of winners or etc. So are they looking at changing the format of stuff, or is I guess these are questions possibly beyond your pay grade?
They probably are beyond my pay grade. I'm afraid I just look at applications and go, oh, they seem great. Let's have a chat with them.
Okay.
Yeah, the actual format of the show and what they're going to do and stuff is I don't know. That's another some other people who are above my head are doing all that. They're far brighter than me. I don't know. Is that something I would like to see? I don't really know that question.
A lot of us have watched the US version of the show. Because they have two different judges on there, they bounce the feedback off each other, and it's interesting to get two perspectives. So we were just curious about why the Australian one only has one judge. Even the UK version had 3 judges, I think. So it's just different that the Australian
version. I haven't actually watched the American version. I'll have to give it a watch.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's different.
Not as good as the Aussie one, right? Am I right? Surely.
Yeah. Like they put a lot more post-production into their models. So they animate. They have all the animation. So they have minifigs walking along their shows and backgrounds that come to life.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah, they do,
really cool. They do a lot more post-production that's not focused necessarily on the Lego.
Yeah, that kind of seems like something different because Lego doesn't move.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it can move. I've seen it move. I've learned a lot about Lego in my time, and I now know it can move.
Yeah. They seem like they've just done it for the movies. So movieized it, I guess. That's probably the wrong word.
No, I know. A good feature of that, though.
Yeah.
You can't beat Hamish Blake, though.
Yeah, exactly. Hamish. I mean, what a legend.
Can't beat Hamish.
That's true. Hamish and Will Arnett together would be cool. Like
that would be cool.
It should be like an Australian versus American season, like crossover and see.
All stars.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think with current travel restrictions, it seems maybe not for this series, but you never know.
Yeah, that's it. Veronica is also asking who comes up with the challenges on the show. So I believe that's Ryan, but you might have some better insight.
It's a team effort. I think there are various people that come up with it. Obviously there's an entire production team that are behind it. So there's people like me who do casting. There's people who do interviews. There's people who come up with challenges and creative for the show. Then there's all the cameras, the lighting. So I'd imagine it's a bit of a team effort. And who Ryan Brickman? Who's Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan Brickman.
Yes, I'd imagine it's probably a collaborative effort. I mean, I could probably find out more details. I'm afraid I'm not really like a great source of knowledge. I mainly know about casting. So if there's anything you want to know about the application, I can definitely help with that.
Okay.
No, you're pretty spot on, Caroline.
Am I? I'm pretty close. A big collaborative. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I reckon that's the best answer. A big collaborative effort.
Yeah. Well, I make a lot of TV shows, so they usually are a massive collaboration between everybody, between the people. You know, even when say you do the show, you'll have a producer like myself who'll like do your interviews and ask you questions and stuff. Even within you guys, it's a bit of a team effort because they might not necessarily know that much about Lego. You might be helping them when you're describing what your build is, and so it's everybody. It's a big team effort.
So, as part of the casting, do you think knowing a lot about Lego is important, or?
Yeah and no. Like, obviously, you have to be able to build Lego, but it's also, you know, there's lots of things. So you have to work in. It's quite a different environment than most people are used to building in. Like, lots of people can build at home, or maybe with a friend. Or this is you've come up with an idea. You've got to build it. You're in a studio. Obviously, you have food and water and breaks and rest and things like that. But you know, so something like that. People who like to talk is always amazing. Anyone who's up for a bit of a laugh. Obviously, we all know the tone of the show now. It's very fun and friendly, and it's a really great show. It's massively popular, and I think people really like all the people that do it. And so, you know, just being yourself, and if you love a good chat, goes a really long way.
Welcome.
Yeah, also, you don't have to be like a jazz hands, look at me type person. There's a million ways to be a Lego master. But yeah, I mean, like a really in-depth knowledge is, I think, is good because I guess the passion behind the in-depth knowledge, it's just all about passion, because passion will really stand out, I guess.
Okay, awesome. So for those who are interested in applying, passion is key. We'll post some links to the MUGS Facebook group as well, just to remind everyone to apply.
Apply, and then you get to talk to me again.
Are they able to reach out to you if they have any questions? Is that possible, or is it just
probably is to do an application and then you can ask questions within that application?
Okay.
Because my Facebook, I might not be on it as much, whereas I'm always showing the applications. And also before, you know, if you do an application before we'll have a conversation before we do like a guide or whatever. So if there are any further questions, if anybody has any questions now, so I'd say it will ask you a few questions during the application. So it will ask you, you know, a few personal details such as where you're from, your name, your age, and things like that. And then a bit more about you. So why you love Lego, what it means to you, like what if you had a never ending amount of bricks and time, what you'd build, that sort of thing. And then just, you know, like it will ask you to upload a photo of something that you built that you really like, that you're really proud of, and sort of why. Obviously, things that you've built yourself, not from sets, are always great. Love to see that, that ability, because that's obviously incredible. And then just a wee video about sort of why you love Lego, why you want to do Lego Masters, why you think you could be the next Lego Master. And then it will just have a few more details about filming, like if you will be available to be away from work for sort of a 10-week period, if you've been on other TV shows, if so, what they are. I mean, even if you have been on other TV shows, it might be all right. It just kind of depends what they are. And then just a few like legal questions. And it's very generic. And then that's it. So, yeah.
So we have a comment. You should be on the show for your enthusiasm alone.
If only I could build Lego.
I was going to ask, have you built Lego? Have you got into Lego since being casting director for the show?
Well, I've done more stuff than I had before. I know what snot is, and what technology. what's it called? Technic.
Technic.
Wow, I was really trying to impress. Got
the first bit.
And I like pirates. They're like Lego pirates. And so as you can tell, no, not really. I still don't know nearly as much as I should, but I know a bit.
Sounds like Dave needs to give you some lessons then.
Yeah, exactly. But I know what looks cool when I see it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So,
do you go along to like Brick Benson and some of the shows and try and recruit at those?
I sometimes do the producing on the show. Series 1, I did the producing within the show as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have people who you traditionally, when we're doing casting, would go to a lot of events, but obviously, unfortunately, there is a global pandemic, so it seems to be that not much stuff is happening. So, guys, when you do get this flyer that's going to be shared with you, if you do know anybody, or please feel very free to share it far and wide.
Absolutely.
Flyer saying, go to this link, apply
and
now.
And remember, if you get on, you heard it first from Mugs.
Exactly. I just think in this stage, if you apply, there's nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
Potentially something to gain. So, I love reading applications. I love seeing all the stuff. I love seeing everything that people can build. And even if you just think, oh, it's not for me, I'm not going to be right for TV, there'd be a million people that you wouldn't have thought, have made incredible people on Lego. So, anybody that you can think of, the more the merrier. Everybody is welcome. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for joining us and telling us.
Thanks for joining us.
Can I take a photo? Bye. Hi, friends. Okay, so that's pretty much
the link to the YouTube video as well if you'd like.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
I think so. Wade, I think you have a application flyer. That's pretty much that we just need, and then that should, within that application flyer, it just tells you what website to go to. It's pretty simple. I think it's 9.com.au/Lego Masters, and then it'll go to the flyer. Yes, and I look forward to seeing all your applications.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for telling us about that. And hopefully you'll get some applications from us.
Yeah, awesome. And if anybody knows any other events that I can rudely gate crash, like I have done, please let me know.
Absolutely.
One thing that you might be able to agree that happens is, a lot of the contestants are like, oh, I'm not a TV person, and that's a big thing that comes up quite a lot. Like, I don't know how I'd go on TV. I don't want cameras in my face. But after the first day, it's not about getting used to it. You just get into the spirit of the show and the creativity and things behind it. Like, a few people I've spoken to, they're like, oh, I'm not a TV person. I'm not a TV person. But it's not about being a TV person. It's about having an awesome Lego experience, once of a lifetime. And, you're not going to be scared. The team's fully supportive for everyone. You got like awesome crew and support. So it's not, for anyone that's, afraid of being on TV, that's the least of your worries. Like, it's just an awesome experience.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Dave. Completely. And the cameras aren't in your face all the time. Like, a lot of the time you just build, people come and ask you a few questions. It is a really collaborative, enjoyable. It's meant to be a very enjoyable experience. It's a really lovely vibe of the show. People love the show because it is a showcase of creativity. So thank you, Dave. That was very well put. I'm just going to copy what you said. You said it better, so I'm trying to leave it with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
The flyer is on the screen at the moment for anyone who's watching in the live chat. So if you wanted to apply for Lego Masters, please have a look at that. We've also reposted it to the Mugs Facebook group. So if you wanted to get the details after the live stream, you're more than welcome to. Cool. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. And if you do know anybody else that would like me to gate crash any event, I'm available at all times.
Right. We'll pass on the details. No worries.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing applications.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Brent. Sorry I've kept you in the green room for so long.
No, it's fine.
six people
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's okay. It was interesting watching and learning about the Lego Master Series, or Season 3, I should say, coming up. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do that's going to be able to top the other ones. Very interesting indeed.
I look forward to it. I think it'll be fun. I think we'll get some interesting builds. Are you interested in applying for it?
I'm tempted, but I don't think I could go without the work for 3 months. That's my biggest hit as well.
It's definitely a hard thing. The 10 weeks that you need to come off.
Just to add to that, Wade and Brent, it's not completely unpaid. You get like a daily pay allowance.
It's like enough to cover lunch, though, right?
It's about $100 a day.
Yeah, so
which is still nothing close to what a full-time salary could potentially be. But you're not unemployed essentially. Like if you can manage to get like annual leave or something like that from your job, you are getting a week.
Yeah, not a full-time employee, unfortunately. So casual.
Yeah, makes it hard.
A little bit. But yeah, just wanted to jump on and show you guys the progress so far of my Balance tomb.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully you guys can see it.
I'll put
Not
you
sure
on,
if you guys can.
I'll put you on full screen so we can have a look.
But yeah, so you can see at least part of it. I'm not sure if the actual camera's got it right. Like you can see here, this little bit here is meant to be where the where my finger is. That's meant to be the tomb of actual Balin himself. So in the scene, that's where Gimli like stands on top of it and he screams out, "There is still one dwarf Getten warrior who still draws breath," with that that typical dwarven style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have him like standing on there, which is why I've got the two studs.
Your camera down
Make
a
sure
little bit to seeing your hand.
sorry.
There we go. That's
there we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that'll be where he'll be standing, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll have like a couple of like goblins. I'll even have Sam with his patented frying pan as a weapon as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully with some luck I might be able to display it next year's Brickvention, which will be beautiful. But yeah, because obviously the 2021 was my first, so
yeah.
And it's like one of those like light bulb moment, like it made me want to get back into Lego. So I'm just like, I've just gone head first straight into it, and this was the first thing that popped into my mind that I wanted to rebuild.
It's definitely
like I've got other ideas. I've definitely got other ideas as well, like an archaeological dig. But the only problem is though, I cannot find tan or the sandy type base plates anywhere anymore. Apparently, ever since the winter ones came out.
Yeah, they swap in.
They're tired, are they?
So yeah, they're retired. I think it's white this year, and then I think it's going green again next year.
Okay.
Do you reckon it's a different type of green way?
I think it's
Bright
just
green.
bright green. Yeah.
Bright green again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go on Bricklink or something to try and find the base plates if I start working on that project then.
How many do you think you need?
Pardon?
How many do you think you need?
Ooh, depends on the size I want to do. If they're going to be like the 32 by 32s, probably at least 4. Because I want it to be bigger than Balin's, and Balin's is on a 48 by 48.
Okay.
I want it to definitely be bigger than that.
Yeah.
So it would be at least 4 of the 32 by 32 plates, maybe 6, depending on how ambitious I want to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too hard to get to.
Yeah, Bricklink's the only place I've found them.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. And I think Doncaster has a lot of tan-colored bricks and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, both there and sorry, Chadston. Sorry, my mind went blank for a second there. But yeah, because I just went to the Chadstone one, like I mentioned earlier, yesterday, and just got all those other bricks. Now I just got to wait for the archways to come in because I've only got placeholder parts at the moment, just like the same part but just different color. So once they're in, I can secure those and then build up the upper walls, and then I'm pretty much done.
Cool.
Yeah,
so hello to Elizabeth in the chat. Welcome, and Gary as well. We missed you. We need to have a dad joke ready, Gary, sometime later in the show. He's famous for his dad joke. May as well have him. Yeah.
I noticed.
Sorry?
What is it that you're building there, Tom, by the way? I noticed. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go on Bricklink to get the pieces I need, but I'm trying to make an Arkham Island for the end of my city.
Ooh, that'll be very nice.
You kind of see like the street ends and then there's a bridge, and I've just torn it up. I had an older, simpler version. I'm trying to work out how big I want the streets to be and how far back I want it to be. I just want it to be disconnected from my city.
I feel like you need a longer table.
The cupboard door behind me doesn't allow for a longer table. I've got the tables wrapped around. Let me show you. I've got the tables wrapped around the whole room.
Okay.
Oh dear, that is a big table.
Nice.
But the
very nice
doors stop it going any further.
Cool. That's a very impressive.
And that's one big city that you've done.
Yeah. The city on this side I just tore up this month to try and get some levels on it. And that's just for the superheroes. But I'm loving the Ninjago. I've never built Ninjago until recently. And I've got some of those movie sets.
Okay.
They're so good.
Did you build the Ninjago city or Ninjago?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah, I built the Ninjago city.
Yeah.
And I've started putting some scenes on that. I think I might connect the new Monkey Kid sets with that.
Yeah.
They
So
go nicely. But
okay. You need to get Ninjago Temple because that's
the
temple.
This one up here.
Yeah. You got it. Okay.
Yeah, and I put it on a rotator so it goes around.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh, very nice.
I've got the Star Wars scenes in the back there. Yeah, I love building that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got many of the Monkey Kid sets yet?
No, I don't have any. None yet.
Okay.
First one I think will be that cargo ship.
Yeah. Elizabeth is impressed with your display area, so it's done well.
Thank you very much.
I've got a couple of the. I've got one of the Monkey Kid sets, which is the Monkey Kid mech, and I'm actually quite impressed by the actual little building that comes with it.
Yeah.
And I know it's like pretty basic, but it's just got a really nice aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
And I was watching a YouTube video by Jang Bricks, who got that and a couple of other of the Monkey Kid little builds, and the toy shop that you have, like the 3-in-1 toy shop, and they're the same scale, and they can make a mini block of buildings, and it looks quite.
I absolutely love that video because that's what I've done with the Ninja Turtles here.
Okay.
Made a little street.
Okay.
Can't see whether you guys can see it.
Yeah.
But I made a little street above the lair.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I love the facades.
The facades things are just a great way of filling in a city without having to have the huge brick layout, I guess, outlay.
That's right. Because they're like a 32 by 32 modular, which you never really see inside. I'd rather have that amount of space to put superheroes fighting supervillains.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Did you see a couple of years ago there was someone at Brickvention that put the modulars in a photo frame. I don't know who did it, and I don't know if I've got a photo of it.
It was a few years ago, wasn't it?
It was a couple of years ago, yeah.
I remember that.
It was 2 years ago.
Did you say in an O frame?
Into a picture frame. So, so it was just the facade, and I'm trying to find a picture of it. Does anyone in the chat know who did those, or?
Wade, would you be able to put me in the green room for a little while? I've got a few things I need to do.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll see you a little bit later.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think I might drop out of the video as well, and thank you for letting me join in for a little bit of discussion.
No worries.
Next thing you build.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah.
Can I send you a link, Wade? I've got a copy of that photo for you.
Oh yeah, please do.
How do I do that?
You can send it through Facebook, and I'll grab it from there.
All right, sounds good.
Or private chat, or
It says Scott Bailey and Jimmy Figure.
Andrea is saying it's Scott from South Australia, but I don't know.
Yeah, his name's Scott Bradley.
Okay, Scott Bradley.
Let me just try and send you a message. It's been a bit weird.
Ian, I've added you back into the live stream too, if you didn't notice. I know you're having your lunch. Sorry.
I'm there too.
Yes.
I found a photo of that, but I don't know how to share it with you.
I've got a photo, so I'm gonna share it now.
Those photo frame ones.
Yeah. So this is the display at Prevention.
As a picture framer, I approved.
So they basically converted all the modulars into a IKEA picture frame. And I don't know. Let me zoom in if I can zoom in. But like starting with the cafe corner, and then just going through the whole modular range, basically. And I just think it's really clever that they've turned them into facades and managed to squeeze them in.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite clever how they've done it.
Really clever.
Yeah.
Some are definitely mocks because
they've had to change some of them, like the calf corner. That bit's on the corner, so they've had to move
and Grace is blue.
in. Okay. But yeah, I thought it was quite clever how they've done that, and
no, cool. As I said, picture frame here. I agree.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's some really good creative ideas out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So is Dave part of Lego Masters? You seem like you knew a lot about being on TV.
Dave is still in the chat, so Dave, can you answer that?
Yes, yeah, I'm part of the Lego Masters team as well.
Oh, wow. So you're a producer as well, are you?
Like associate producer type position.
Sure.
He's responsible for the Wonder White ad that had all the Lego on it. Do you remember that ad where they had like the bread and the lettuce dancing around the screen in Lego?
Yeah, for sure.
And the Kmart one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the dog in the car and the family?
Cool.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Cool.
That was not officially built by the family.
That was by the family. That was built by me. Yeah.
Good job.
That was quite cool actually, because the thing that they really wanted to do was that the builds had to be built from the creator box, 1500 creator box. So they sent me 3 of them, and they were like, "We want you to build a car, a dog, and a guitar using just the elements from one box, like couldn't use any additional, and could only use the parts and elements available in just one single box.
Wow.
So it was quite challenging. Like the car, for example, you know, and they gave me dimensions, and they're like, "Oh, we want the car to be about like 25 to 30 centimeters." And I'm like, "Well, it only comes with like really small wheels," so I had to like brick build the wheels. I put a gallery up on my my Instagram, actually, like a full gallery of the close up of the build from that ad. And yeah, and just do other ads for Channel 9 that are Lego based when Mr. Brickman is busy.
Would you ever be a contestant?
No, I don't think I wouldn't be allowed.
Oh, okay.
Let me. So this is what he came up with. I'm on your Instagram again, Dave. So this is the brick build and the behind the scenes of the dog.
Yeah. So you can build all of those just using one box of the Classic 1500.
Oh, really? All three from one box?
No, three separate. You can kind of. There's not too much overlap.
Okay.
Like a 3-in-1 set, you need to rebuild to build each one.
Yeah, look, you could probably get pretty close.
That's cool.
But there's my Kmart ad. Oh, that's my Lego Masters testing and stuff.
Yeah.
So one of my primary responsibilities for Lego Masters is testing all the challenges before the contestants do them.
Oh, cool.
Like usually like a couple of times.
So I think. Do you have any examples of what you've come up with then?
Yeah, it's always the case. They're all my Instagrammers. I don't want to keep going back to it, but all the example, like all the test ones are all on there.
So you did the roller skater?
Yeah. So for retro rebuild.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
The Game Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 3D art. That was Above and Below.
Above and Below is good.
Yeah,
thanks.
That's great.
See, you're showing up the contestants.
Yeah, the rocket was 1.8 meters. So it's like
Jesus.
It was like, yeah, quite fun to do.
Yeah.
There was about a meter above the table and about 60 centimeters below, and then the thickness of the table was about 20 centimeters.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. For those of you who know Mark Kernow, who works for Brickman, if you guys know him at all.
No.
So me and him were the 9th team. So, myself and one of the Brickmen. So we would always do the challenges, in the week or weeks leading up to that particular challenge. Try it with different number of hours, different number of conditions, to make sure the contestants, had the best time frame to
make sure it's believable that they can actually do it in.
Kind of get the result that was the challenge was after. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The skinny shake building is really clever. On your Instagram, there's a not fat, but a straight building and then a skinny building on the shake. It was really clever, the skinny one.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we just, the shake table, I think we tested maybe like 8 times. The hero shot challenge we tested about 16 times. Like, there's lots and lots of testing and lots of building. And
that's just because you wanted to blow stuff up, right? And break the table.
No, I didn't want to blow stuff up because you'd have to then pick all the pieces up and sort it and wash it and, put it back in its spot. And then do it.
Awesome. I have Steve in the green room. Would anyone like to hop out for a moment and we'll say hello to Steve?
I'll hop out if that's okay. I got some stuff to do. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks for coming. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Dave.
Oh. Hi, Steve.
Hey guys, I scared someone away, did I?
Just Dave. That's okay.
Oh, hello, Dave. Goodbye, Dave.
You missed Michael earlier in the stream.
I missed Michael.
Yeah, Little
Michael
Spoon.
Serum. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, no, we've been out, so that's why I did a comment in the chat. I couldn't actually get the audio, so I thought just say hello and yeah, whatever. So how are we doing?
Thanks for watching. Catherine loves your builds on Instagram. So, sorry, I have to say, Catherine, I love your YouTube, Facebook profile picture. I love the hair, by the way. Yeah, going okay there. Steve, how are you?
Yeah, all good.
Been out and about today.
Finished that puzzle last night, and
nice.
we added in some of the buildings, which was cool. So
Okay.
yeah, that's going good.
Awesome.
Just resorting my ice cream and pigs and all those things.
You need to show pigs off and your different hats.
Yeah, we were playing with that last night at the table, weren't we?
Oh, so I will put you on full screen.
Oh no!
So
Don't
those, of course, you've got to see the pigs. So this is pig number 1. Now he's going to hold up pig number 2. Ooh. So the new pig, these are the pigs from Monkey Kid. So the heads are from Monkey Kid, and he's
Sorry,
been
I'm trying to get that image to sharpen.
Put your hand behind it.
There we go. I think
a little bit.
Hand closer.
Get it really close.
Put your hand right up against them. Against the pigs.
This is horrible. I'll take photos and upload the photos. It's funny with this one. With this one here, I used the brick arms gun and the tear gas. I thought that was cool.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's a movie called Fritz the Cat. I don't know if anyone in the audience would be old enough to remember that one. I think it came out in the 70s or the 60s or something. Ian might remember Fritz the Cat. Do you remember Fritz the Cat, Ian?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought it was even older than that, though.
Oh, maybe 60s. I don't know.
Oh, I think it's been around for a long time. I think it dates back to the Disney stuff, but it kept being done.
Yeah, no, it's
I do remember on
definitely
TV in the
connected to
60s.
Disney in any form because it's.
No, it was around at the same time. It was opposition to Disney.
Okay.
It was opposition.
Yeah.
It was
I think it was
competition, right?
anti-war, that sort of
Funny.
thing. So I think it was late 60s, early 70s. Anyway, so yeah, it was not a show for kids, I guess. But yeah, they had the animals sort of like what's it called? Fabuland, where you got the animal heads and all the different things. So the police were actually pigs in the show. And yeah, one of those pigs looks exactly like the one from the show. And when I seen it, I thought, Fritz the Cat. So yeah, totally inappropriate.
I do like the pigs, the minifigs, though. I think they're quite creative now.
And we were going with the pigs in space sort of. We opened up a Benny space pack last night just to. If I do that, there we go.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, needed to be closer. So yeah, pigs in space. It's that same face, but yeah, just sort of random things like. There's not too many sort of hats you can put on them because of the shape of the head of the pig.
Yeah,
but, you know, cowboy works.
Brent is saying that the Mohawk one made me think of the bad guy.
Yeah, Bebop.
Yeah, Bebop and Rocksteady. So they never released those in Lego. So there's like a hard hat.
Okay.
They didn't give us Casey Jones either.
Yeah, no Casey Jones. No, that's another hard hat. They do caps and the one that actually come up really, really well. I think Wade will agree with me on this one. Was this hat? It fits really well because
like a Canadian mountie.
Yeah, so I can't get it to come up well.
Mm.
Yeah, but that one come up pretty cool too. So That one.
Piggy
Just funny,
Wonka.
like, yeah, just all these things you can sort of play with. So, like the I don't know what you'd call this. I'm just going to call it the Asian style hat because I don't know what the actual correct term is for it.
Conical hat.
Yeah. So, yeah, bit of fun.
Yeah. My friend Hando, I can't pronounce his full name.
Handiko.
And there we go. In Sydney, does a pig versus pogs mock, and he's looking forward to getting these pig figs to have actual pig figures controlling the pigs. So I think that'll be cool. So you're just sorting today, Steve?
Oh, just a quick clean up. Just after some I sorted pretty well last night, but then the table needed to be cleared pretty quickly for pizza, so it was like just chuck it all into a container and then refix it later. There's not a great deal to sort, but very lucky boy. These came compliments of Wade via Bricks and Pieces. So
yes.
We managed to get into the first order. I think we were, weren't we, Wade?
Yeah,
there's a couple more to come. So
yeah. I did 3 orders all up in Bricks and Pieces, and the first order arrived last week. Second order has shipped, and the third order is pending. So hopefully we should get the rest of the parts soon. I'm most excited about getting some animals.
Well, someone's building the Arkham Asylum from 2012, I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
There we go.
I'm trying to give it a ground in front of it.
I think if you Ryan Evans did a massive modification / mock with a bunch of those. It was one of the greatest things you'll ever see. Definitely.
Sorry,
definitely check that out. That was really fantastic.
If that's okay.
Yep, no worries.
Hi, Ash.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Hello. Another hat to look at. Anyone know where this hat's from?
Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's cheating, because I told you last time. I know. That's so not nice. You lose points for that, Wade.
Sorry. Okay. How you doing today, Ash?
Not too bad. It's a bit cold up here, so just trying to stay warm, and yeah, not much going on at all.
Are you building anything today?
Nothing today. I've just recently moved up to Ballarat, so I've got a lot of sorting to do and a lot of broken pieces. So
Hey, like everyone putting it off.
Well, I just recently done the big 4-wheel crane, so all my little stuff I've just leave it in the box until I can get to it, and yeah, with the weather the way it is, it just makes it miserable, so I just don't want to do anything. And it's all out in the garage, so.
Okay. Sorry, Brent. Brent is asking just what is Bricks and Pieces. So Bricks and Pieces is the Lego parts ordering service that they have through their shop at home website. I've just put a link on there. It goes to the replacement parts, but you can buy parts from sets from Bricks and Pieces if you put a set number in, and you can search by certain pertinent part numbers. So we've done a couple of videos on that. If you have a look at this channel, you can have a look at some of the videos that we've done, and you can have a look at the parts that we've ordered as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Kieran, you seem like you've stopped work for a moment.
I did. I was listening to your advice on Bricks and Pieces. I actually took Steve's advice. He came in to Chadstone one day and he told me that he'd made an order. So I checked it out that evening, and I made one as well. I thought it was awesome. It's pretty magical. It's also kind of interesting to see how expensive or how cheap some of those parts are. and they omit parts seeming random. They have every set has some parts that are just not included.
They're licensed parts usually. So minifig parts for licensed sets are there, and then printed parts are usually excluded as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No Hedwigs.
You definitely get parts that are much cheaper on bits and pieces or bricks and pieces, sorry, than you find on Bricklink. But the payoff is, the weight sometimes can be a pain, or there's restrictions with how many and all that. But overall, it's good service.
Yeah. I don't know if my Excel. Sorry.
What is the waiting time at the moment for parts, trying to get parts in?
So we placed an order on the 24th of May. It shipped on the 29th, and we received it on the 9th of June. So it's about 2 weeks shipping time at the moment.
Too bad.
That's pretty good then.
Yeah.
I did an order on the 26th, and it still hasn't come.
Has it shipped?
It says it has, yeah.
Okay. So you might be this week then. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. A lot of 2x2 dark stone grey tiles there.
Yeah.
They were much cheaper than Bricklink.
Gold wheels, Steve. Gold wheels. Kieran, I don't know if you had a look on the MUGS page. I posted an Excel spreadsheet of all the parts that we found. So all the animals and all the part numbers and stuff for animals from friend sets and stuff. So if you wanted a list of them, you can have a look at that.
That's great. I actually just went through, the catalog of on Lego.com. I found it really interesting. You can order all of the colors of the animals in the Friends cubes to complete your collection. I think that's great.
I think that's great as well. Unfortunately, the llamas are like $6 each, so they don't make it worthwhile. And Steve's got all the teddy bears there.
I only went to Teddy's. No, I don't know how to do this better.
Epic.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
But this is my teddy bear collection at the moment.
Just
very well
wanna be
organized.
a Care Bear like you. That's what I see. All lined up Care Bears.
Teddy bears. I think I need like 6 more though. It's frustrating getting them all.
What's Mr. Peebles doing in the chat? Why isn't he in the stream?
Yeah, Peebles, join us.
One of us. One of us.
You're more than welcome to join us. Actually, you interested in joining Lego Masters, casting for season 3? Applying?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm still learning how to do all this online thing, so especially this, it's all new to me. So yeah, I just got to work out how. I mean, it took me ages how to figure out how to get into here. So, even with like I spoke to Andrew and I said, look, how do you get into it? And then she sort of showed me how to get into it. So, I'll be interested in doing that as well. So, I mean, my current project is I'm trying to build a big scale coach and trying to work out all the parts and how many I need and everything else, because the size of it's just going to be humongous. And whether I'm going to have it finished in time to have it entered in for next year. So that was the other sort of, I'm just trying to get all the parts and get everything organised so I can start building, because it's sort of something that you don't have instructions for, so it's just coming out of my head, you know. I sort of got told that the best thing to do is start building the initial front first, because it's obviously being a bus, it's going to be the hardest thing first to build.
So,
And
sorry,
what,
you're building, what were you building? A bus?
yeah, but not just like a coach, like a like a Greyhound coach or something like that.
Okay.
And it's just whether I want to do it in like a Technic style or whether I want to do it in like brick style, which I think I would prefer because it's the realism that I'm going for. But
Okay.
it's the scale that I've been trying to work out that, what to go with. So
it might be worthwhile checking out like the London bus or even the Newbury High School bus. So from getting those existing bus designs and trying to modify them, that might be.
I have got the London bus, and that's what I've been looking at. But in scale wise, I'm probably going a lot larger, so to speak. So I'll be scaling it up from that anyway. So and it's because I want essentially to have everything working on it. So obviously steering, motor, side doors, compartment doors, all the interior, the whole box and dice, and it's just basing on how big the scale is going to be. So it's been quite a challenge just trying to get it together on how large I'm going to go with it. So it's and then colours, like trying to work out, do I just do the old basic white or do I go with something more Australian, like Gold's buses from up here in Ballarat, or Greyhound, or whatever there is out there now. So
okay, cool. So Kieran, I don't know if you can see, one of our viewers has just sent me a photo of the collection of the Friends animals so far. Catherine?
That's very cool. I think all the gold stuff is not on Bricks and Pieces. Is that right?
So the gold ones were the first boxes, and they are there, or they were there, but they're now out of stock.
Right.
Yeah. But I think that's just cool.
New owls are very cool. The sloths are awesome.
I love the sloths. This is, I think, Series 1 and Series 2. And Series 3 with the sloths and stuff. She's waiting on Bricks and Pieces. So that's really cool. I'm really impressed. Yeah. Hi Shade, welcome. And people, if you still haven't joined, you need to join. Yeah. So we lost. It's gone all quiet on us.
Look to me for noise. See if that works.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's got it. Let me put you.
Bit of fun. That tear gas is pretty nasty.
It's great with the short pink legs.
Yeah, they those ones came out with the new CMFs, the Bunny Girl.
Okay.
So I thought they fit really perfect with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, bit of fun. I was thinking Three Little Pigs at some point, so let's see how we go.
Yeah.
Maybe the rock band from the Disney one.
Ian, I've added so you know.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Three Little Pigs would be cool. Sorry, Catherine. Catherine has just said that she built the stand for the minifig, the animals as well, and I think it's quite clever and a good way to display them.
For sure.
So, well done. Cool. So, Kieran, have you been building any sets lately for LDC?
LDC, there's still the haunted house, which is I'm editing that video at the moment.
Okay. How did you find the build?
Nothing else super. I loved it. Haunted house is brilliant.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. I thought it was interesting the differences in the instructions when they say 18 plus.
Okay.
Basically just gives you a bit more autonomy with the instructions. Like they've started doing a little parts list in the corner of the instruction, and that's really helpful to help you work out what those are, or not to miss the pieces. But then there's no red outline like there are on some of the more complicated Technic models. There's no red outline to tell you where to put them. It's a really spot the difference. That seems to be the main
makes a
difference.
Yeah, it makes it a bit more.
Can you still hear me?
Entertaining that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was lucky enough to see Kieran's just dropped out. I was lucky enough to get a first-hand view from Kieran with his build at LDC. I went down there one day and he just finished it and was bringing it out. So we had a quick chat and showed me all the mechanics of it, and it's fantastic. Put my drop to shame. Hello, Bok Bok.
Oh, I'm back. Excellent.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Terrific. What are you up to?
Still building the roller coaster. Shame.
At least you got something there, though. That's looking good.
I did, yeah, but next. It's all Technic stuff at the moment, all the gears, and I'm a bit slow with that. So
that chain link will kill your fingers putting it all together.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, pull it apart. Just
get the
one and wrap around.
So sorry.
No worries. So haunted house. Steve was just saying you gave him an inside tour.
Yeah, there's one on the on the counter at the retail store to muck around with. The mechanism for the drop is incredible. It's so clever.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying I was lucky, just good timing, I guess, that I was down there as you're bringing it out. And
yeah. Literally the day it was finished. So there's only been like the June launch is the latest release of sets. So they're the only work related ones. But at home, I've actually taken all my childhood collection and have started to resort part out and rebuild all of my childhood sets, which takes a long time, but it's really worth it.
Sorry, bear in mind these are like early 2000 sets.
We're talking 97 to 2002.
I'm expecting like pirates and classic space, and then it's like 2000s.
Early childhood for you, early 20s for some of us.
Right.
have you?
What is early 2000s? What were your sets that you were parting out?
They're all on Instagram. There's some Alpha Team. There's some of the earliest Star Wars stuff. What else?
There you go.
What's your Instagram?
It's Kieran MMB.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing a handful of things on there at the moment. I'm going to start a weekly challenge of I'm not going to say what the model will be, and I'll get people to guess what they think it is, which might be fun. I'm not too sure if that's going to work or not.
What will the clue be to? What sort of clue?
I mean, you know what? I'll give you a little preview because that's going to drop on Tuesday. But I actually have this model here. This kind of gives you an idea of the theme of.
Okay.
There we are.
Pizza.
I mean, that's reassuring. Everyone can tell what it is.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
The Colosseum from Rome?
Exactly.
Got anyone?
Pretty clear.
So, Italy theme for LDC this week then? Is that what we're getting at? Is it Italy? Pisa, Italy.
Oh, that's a separate thing. I do a live stream every Tuesday and Sunday. It's more of a kids building activity, but next week is Pirates Week, so we're doing a couple of pirate themed builds.
Buck will love that.
Yeah.
Loves her pirates. Yeah. Hey Wade, in the chat, I've just noticed that Elizabeth says that you and I are yummy. I don't know what's going on there.
All the parts. All the parts you were showing, I think.
Look yummy.
All the little gold parts, yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't taste good.
Add a little bit of sauce.
A bit of salt. Yeah. More sauce than brick, I think, and it might taste okay.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
So, Kieran, do you know when LDC is going to get new stock of Pick-a-Brick or Build-A-Fig parts yet?
At the moment, the Builder Mini globally is just out of commission. Understandably, we're a little lucky in that a lot of the Lego stores have just closed the Pick-a-Brick wall. So thankfully, we make a little bit more of a special effort to at least keep it open. I understand it's not the most convenient because you can't grab the parts yourself, but at least the parts are there and available, which is more than can be said for the rest of the world. Not too sure on Builder Mini. It's really going to depend on
I just want to know what
the regulations.
There.
I know you're so keen, Wade.
I know.
It's just a little bit of understanding too. A little bit of understanding too when you do go in, if there are lots of people there and there's only one or two staff members, it's really hard to get parts. So don't have expectations that you'll be able to
wear my Legoland badge to say that I'm a staff member and just do
No, that doesn't work. But yeah, no, they work hard, and if there's a lot of people in the store, which usually there is, it's really awkward for them to try and get easy. So you've got to have a bit of patience.
Yeah. Sorry, Steve, to answer your question, Elizabeth was talking about the animal parts.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that too. I smiled. I thought that was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so it wasn't the gold; it was the animal parts.
Animal parts.
So the little like the animal figs, like those.
Ah. So Elizabeth, I don't know if you saw my post in the MUGS group earlier in the week. I did post a list of all the part numbers for some of the animal parts, so you can actually have a look at bricks and pieces for them and order them yourself next time you place an order on bricks and pieces or Lego Shop at Home. So if you need some of those animals, you can get them yourself. And that goes for anyone there. It's on the MUGS group. And check that out. Everyone is building and I'm not building.
Have you got something you can crack open their way?
Not really. I mean, I've been doing a list of...
You've got tons you could open, but you better not.
I've been doing up a list of all my sets that I have sealed in box still.
Really? Expensive list?
Price average depends what you call expensive. But I found out that I had like 40 odd heads that I didn't remember buying.
How many?
40 odd. And they're like the Ghostbusters one and the Harry Potter ones and the double pack ones that I bought when they came out and put them in a way, and suddenly I have most of them. So they're not overly expensive, although I have been scared and looked at Bricklink prices of them now, and they've gone to like $60 or $70 each. And I'm like, now I don't really want to open them. So,
no. Yeah.
But I've my list currently is at 187 sets that are unopened, and they're varying from size from brickheads through to I think my biggest one was one of the recent modulars.
I've got heaps of modulars I haven't started on. But it takes me to build one. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep buying them, but I just don't build them, haven't built them. Yeah.
There's
Is
a-
everyone excited for the Big W toy sale that's starting tomorrow? I want to say tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Oh, is he on the 18th?
It's online tomorrow.
Oh,
From
okay. That's good to know.
I don't think there was anything on there that grabbed my attention. So I'm a bit
Really? Nothing at all. Sure.
Have you got the catalogue there, Wade?
I'm going to open it up on the screen and tempt
Yeah,
you.
open it up.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
That's what it is.
It was pay week. So.
This is the Big W sale.
Mhm.
So I guess the call out here is the Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious. It's $30 off. That's not too bad if you're a Technic person. And then all the city sets are pretty good prices. So $50 off for the airport and some of the ships. Trying to... The Hidden Side Castle is quite good as well. So $30 off for the Hidden Side Castle. Superhero sets are a little bit cheaper. They don't seem to have the new Harry Potter stuff though, which is sucky. I guess most people will be after the buildable minions for $50. That's got a lot of cool parts in it. And yeah, and the pirate ship. Everyone and their dog wants the pirate ship. Kieran, have you built the pirate ship from the 3-in-1 set yet?
Not yet. It looks exciting though. I saw someone combine two of them into a giant pirate ship. It looks great.
I actually like the alternative build of the cabin, the pub. I think that's really cool as well. So I'm looking forward to getting a couple of sets of that to build the alternative. And then the friend sets are just the friend sets. Like they're pretty good savings as a whole. And the Frozen Castle, which is the Castle Village for $70 is pretty good.
That's a good price, yeah.
Oh, is it starting?
Yeah.
Starting. Guys, I'm going to have to head off. I didn't realise the time. Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Bye.
I see. Wade, likewise, would you mind if I drop out?
Yeah, of course. No worries.
Okay. All right. Thank you for having me. Good to see you, everyone.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Anita, I'm going to add you back in. Hello. If anyone in the chat would like to join us on live stream as well, you're more than welcome to. Brent is excited about the Charger. So yeah. So the Frozen sets, I think, are pretty good value.
I agree with that. My daughter's got a couple of them. I pay more than that.
Yeah. I think and some of the troll sets, I guess, if you like the troll sets and you need extras of them. And dots are also reasonably cheap. But like compare your prices and shop around. If you're into Duplo, the Duplo sets, I think this year are a bit overpriced, considering the big Duplo set is $199 usually, and I think it's just that fraction overpriced. But for little builders, it's a good little set, and that's it really.
I had a feeling there was some other sets that weren't in the
So they have another catalog.
Yeah.
And the big Harry Potter castle is there for $500.
Oh, yeah.
$550.
Page 1.
Page 1. So I don't think that's going to last very long at all. They're going to be that, like, their stock is just going to run out. And then if we go into the catalog, Millennium Falcon, the UCS Millennium Falcon is $1,000. So that is probably the cheapest that we've had it for a while. I mean, I've seen it down to about $880, so that's pretty good. $100 off the roller coaster. Bok is building right now. Would you recommend the roller coaster?
I would. I'm really enjoying it. So I think that's a good price too.
Yep, very good price. And the Death Star as well, if you need a Death Star. It's not a bad price. Kathy, the new Harry Potter sets are not due in store yet. They're due out in July, if we get stock. There's rumors that the stock may be delayed, and it could be August until retail stores get them. So if you need them now, it's Lego brand stores at the moment. So the last couple of things that are interesting is the Star Wars helmets. They don't list the price, but they're actually $69 rather than $89. So $20 off each, which is pretty good. And I'll probably get a couple of those. And if you need the modular assembly square, that's $100 off as well.
Good price. Good build too. Love that one.
Yeah. So they've got a few big sets that are available. Unfortunately, a lot of them are online only. So you may not be able to find them in store. Yeah, it's just hard to sort of say. All depends on what's going to be available, I guess. Okay. So yeah, I think with all of these sets, places like Amazon will match the prices as well. So if you miss out on Big W, hop on Amazon and see what the prices are there. And also Target and Myer and all those places will price match as well. So you can always get the price that you want when it's advertised somewhere else if you can't find stock. Yeah. Yeah. How's everyone going? We've been going at it for about 2.5 hours now. I don't know if we want to continue the stream, or is there anything anyone wants to bring up or talk about? If you want to have a look at bricks and pieces again, or I'm not too sure. All the questions.
Do we have the Royals comp to vote on?
Oh, yes. Andrea, have we had any votes in the Royal comp? Let me
I don't think she's posted them yet.
Yeah, I'll send her a message and see.
It might just be the one.
Probably because she said 4 o'clock. She probably won't do it until 4.
That'd be fair.
So if anyone's in the chat, we've still got half an hour or so to build something royal for our royal chat. We have had a couple of entries. I'm going to go with one entry, but a couple. But please, if you have an entry or anything you'd like to add to our royal comp, closing at 4 o'clock, and then we'll be voting on that. So please get your competition in and your entry in, and then we can vote on it, and you have a chance of winning an awesome Lego prize. So conditions
Did you
are.
enter anything, Wade?
I didn't. I haven't had time to build. I've been talking too much. I don't know what to build. I'm looking around now, going. I have parts everywhere, but I don't know what to build.
Holiday is good.
Sorry.
Polar bears are good, I guess.
A polar bear. No.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So, does anyone have any ideas of what they'd like to see for the building competitions? So, any theme ideas, or for the weekly theme, weekly builds, or monthly builds? So, every month we have a build that's meant to be in this live stream or the MUGS meeting, and then weekly we post build competitions. So, is there any feedback from the chat or anyone on the panel who would like to suggest an idea for one of the build competitions?
Movie themes would be fun.
Movie theme, okay.
We could cycle through the Lego Masters challenges as well. Mini version.
With the movie challenge, we try and keep it to with the MUGS challenges, we try and keep it to a base plate. So the Lego Masters challenges could be difficult at a base plate size, I think. But I can suggest it.
I'm trying to think some of their challenges. There was
a building, theme park, explosion, underwater, half and half.
Yeah, something like picture frame.
Picture frame.
The hero shot.
Hero shot. Recreate something from.
Yeah, we're gonna blow them up.
Yeah.
Post your video of an explosion.
I can see that us blowing something up at the next first meeting back, and coming down for another 6 months while the cleanup. Yeah. I was even thinking like a technic challenge, get some movement into an object, so make something that moves. I think that would be quite cool. Or even like the Tenzi, the train hanging thing. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I think those are quite cool. Although I think that craze has sort of died down a bit now.
We could be bringing it back.
Bring it back, yeah. Or maybe something like, what would you like to see at MUGS when we start meeting again? Ooh, could be interesting. Hot dogs everywhere.
I
miss the hot dog.
We're not breaking us all standing around the table when we come back.
Yeah.
Might be a while.
Yeah.
Or sticking our hands in there.
Oh, Technic. Okay. I will recommend Technic then, Stefan. What kind of Technic do we want though? Stefan Technic. Ooh. Elizabeth is suggesting springtime. Springtime.
Yeah, seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
End of lockdown.
Emerging into a new world. Whatever's evolved while we've been in lockdown.
World. Okay. All right. I've written down some ideas, so if anyone's got any more ideas, feel free to send them through. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So Stefan was going to run a Technic Day in April before the whole world shut down. So hopefully once lockdown ends and we have some more allowances on social distancing, we can still have that whole theme happening. Ooh. Kathy would like to see a Brickheads theme. Okay. Brickheads can.
all the new, I don't know what they're called, you know, the mosaic kind of faces.
Sketches. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be, seeing as that's new, but yeah.
All right. I'll add it to my ideas list, and I'll send it through. Are you going to rush out and get the brick sketches? No. Not a fan.
It has to be a pretty amazing thing for me to buy it these days.
Okay. Okay. Brent is suggesting a different restaurant or takeaway shop.
That's good. Yeah.
Like a build your local takeaway restaurant.
Yeah.
That way we could make your own takeaway restaurant, support a local, take a photo of your local restaurant, and then recreate it in bricks or something.
That's cool.
I should do that in my own shop.
Your own shop?
Well, it's not takeaway, but it is a shopfront business.
Absolutely. Do you offer any mugs discounts for framing of Lego?
Yeah, I do.
So if anyone needs any Lego frame,
I'm still expensive though. Lego framing is quite tricky, and I can't compete with IKEA, so don't ask.
Fair enough.
I framed. What did I frame? I framed for Brickvention a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
that's right, Erica's. What was it? Wicked. Yeah.
Yes.
But she spent a bit on that because she was never going to pull it apart, so that's why she did the full hog so that she could literally put it on the wall. Oh, I don't think she's actually put it on the wall yet. I think it's still leaning against the wall, but it was massive. So
I think she has room for it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll list down painting / sketches, I guess. Everyone seems to be keen for the sketches. I actually have a R2D2 one that a friend did for me.
Oh, wow.
So I have a leg up on that one.
Nice.
It's been covered in dust and sitting there for a while, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One I have prepared earlier. Okay, so Kathy is just suggesting, say, local shops that were supported during lockdown. So we would have a mug shopping strip. That's actually not a bad idea. Everyone could make a 32 by, or not even 32, 8 by 8 or 16 by something with a certain standard, and then we could have a row of mugs shops and takeaway shops. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
we could
possibly do a building on 16 by 16. But quite big too.
32 is too big, and
16 is too small.
Even the monkey kid little shop thing.
What's that?
This is from the Monkey Kid King Mech. So it's just I think it's 8 by 8, and it's just a little sort of side build shop, and I quite like it. So could do.
If you wanted to have them all in a line, I think the key dimension would be the height of the first story. Because they can have different widths and depths, but it's the height of the story.
Yeah.
Like minifigure scale.
Yeah.
So the height of the first level.
Make it
like
8 bricks
it connects to the expert creator.
Yeah, 3 in 1.
Yeah, like the little Toy Story
Or
one.
even, yeah.
Yeah, I've been putting them, incorporating them with the second platform. They're all 8 bricks tall.
Okay.
For the first level.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good work. We could work on something like that, I think. Yeah. All right. I'll write that down as an idea as well. I can't say any of these ideas will be taken up as one of the build competitions. Usually we like to just surprise them and spring a theme on everyone so no one has any prep for it. But yeah, I'll note it down and see what happens. Yeah. Wow, everyone's gone quiet. I'm running out of things to talk about.
So what's involved in applying to exhibit something in Brickvention?
Ooh, so you have to have a clear idea of what you're exhibiting. Ideally photos if you've got it, or some sort of plan, and how big and spacious you want. There is a definite emphasis on your own creations rather than building from a set. But for instance, what you're doing there, which is modifying an existing set with your own stuff, should be accepted, as long as there's not 10 Arkham Asylums applying that year.
Sure. I'd probably consider my turtle there. So my turtle there is 100% mock, but then there's the shops on top of it, which are the sets.
Yeah.
Would that be a no-go?
No, that's fine. That would be a great exception, great exhibition. Like one year, I think they had 12 different Avengers towers. So you know that the Avengers tower that came out a couple of years back, and people bought like 5 of them and made their own creation. And because we didn't filter very well, we had 5 or 6 different Avengers towers around the convention. So if you hear of someone doing a Arkham Asylum, it's probably worthwhile seeing if they're going to apply as well, and then see who's better and let them or you go, depending on who applies. And obviously, it all depends on how much space you need as well. So if you're applying for 10 tables for your whole city layout, you may not get accepted over who wants half a table.
Yeah, sure.
There was an emphasis for trying to build up last year.
Yeah.
Had a lot of missions, so rather than building out, if you can, depending on what you're doing.
So if you're building up and do a 3-meter tall statue rather than a 3-meter wide statue, that's easier to display, I guess.
Sure.
And in my personal experience, I wouldn't do anything technical or anything that requires batteries and you to monitor it, because you have to be with your mock most of the time. But each to their own. Like great ball contraption stuff, you've got to stay with that forever to make sure the balls go the right way.
Yeah.
I prefer to see the show rather than stay with my mock.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But applications should be opening sometime July, August. And if you have any concerns about what you want to exhibit, you're more than welcome to send through a message to the committee. I think it's Michael Peebles that does the application process. So he'll be able to answer any questions about if your mock is good enough to exhibit. And like last year, they had over 650 applications come through, and they curated that down to 400.
Wow.
So they had a lot of kids wanting to display last year, just because of the hype of Lego Masters and all that sort of stuff. So they had to be very selective in what they displayed and what they had as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I've just seen a message from Brent. He'd like to see what sets do you wish to make a revival? So we could build a set or a theme based on a revival. But let's throw it out to the panel. If you could recreate a new set or have a set come back, what set would it be?
Space shuttle.
Space shuttle. Which space shuttle?
One that's big enough to be a similar scale to the Saturn V.
Ooh, okay.
They've had 5 of them or something over the history, I think. Only one of them was big enough. So probably the biggest of the 5. The one that sells for about $400 on eBay, if you're lucky. I can't remember which one it is.
I think I might have that in like a box somewhere.
Oh.
Hmm.
Might have to talk.
Yeah.
You won't need it.
I don't know where it is, but if you send me the set number, I can tell you if it's the same one.
Okay.
It's like the one with the brown booster rockets on the side.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've got one of those.
Yeah.
Send me a message and I'll try and find it.
I'll send you the number. We can.
Yeah. I'll double check. Yeah. Easy. Bok, do you have any sets that you'd like to bring back?
My husband suggested to send the monorail from space.
Ooh. I'm honestly surprised they haven't done another monorail.
I think there's one from the 90s, isn't there? They did something.
I think they brought it back for Mars or Attack on Mars or something. But I think they've gone away from monorail and towards roller coaster track.
Yeah. The monorail would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could use it. It could be quite versatile as well.
Yeah. Who knows? Anita, what set would you bring back? Ooh.
Oh, my wish has already been answered.
Well, that's just a brick.
I was after the haunted house just for the roof tiles. That's lame. I enjoyed. Well, I only ever had one castle as a child.
Okay.
Some castles I reckon would be cool, like the old school stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Generic
first set was a castle.
Another thing, just trying castle.
Yeah.
In a while.
Yeah, I'm wondering why they haven't done a castle revive. I think they tried to do it with Nexo Knights and stuff.
Yes.
Didn't do it.
That probably scared them off.
Yeah. Brent would like to see the ancient Egyptian sets.
Yeah, the old adventurers stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think with the like the haunted house having the Egyptian tile brick in it, because it's got a couple of Egyptian themes, they may think about it. I don't know. I'd like that as well, though.
That could be a clue.
Well, we had the Scooby Doo mummy set, I think, and that was really the last sort of ancient Egypt kind of set that we had. So,
actually, I got
ancient Egyptian stuff.
Yeah, and back camels and other animals. Would be good to know.
I'd love for Lego to do a blind animal bag series. So to do like elephants and giraffes and lions and tigers and stuff, but in the collectible minifig blind bags.
Yeah.
I don't know how that'd work, but
So you
well, just so you can have a range of animals like cats, dogs, chickens, just the usual sort of animals, goats, cows, horses. The standard Found Fair, I guess. And I think that would be cool, kind of cool to have them in blind
Yeah,
bag.
kind of like a
Sorry?
zoo animal collection, farm animal collection, and
I think that
home
that
animal collection.
I guess the hard part is having them in the same size bag. Yeah.
Yeah. You might have to have
a lot of waste.
Bye, Catherine. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Sorry, people are giving up and signing off.
Yeah.
Kathy says that she would have loved an anniversary set of Fabland.
Ooh.
It was Fabland's 40th anniversary this year. I think that would have been quite done quite well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. I wonder why they didn't do that. Why they didn't celebrate it. I don't know. And yeah, Kathy's also said we might be able to do like Kinder Surprise eggs sort of thing for animals or animals. The Friends cubes that have come out would probably be the size that you'd need for most smaller animals, I think. And they could be quite easy to do.
Yeah, and people can't feel them.
Yeah, you can't feel what animals they are. Yeah. Yeah.
Way too easy.
Yeah. You want the cool animals so you fill it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really blind bag then.
Yeah.
But there would be some swapping and things, I think.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
And, yeah.
Yeah. Elizabeth is saying farm animals would be kind of cool. And I think so too. Like the cows, the pigs, the chickens, the horses, farm animals.
Do a farm scene, isn't it? Like to get the quantity that you need.
I think that's the hard part. Like getting 20 chickens in your chicken farm is very hard.
Yeah.
With different colors or different styles.
Add up now too.
And yeah, like the cows, I think are $40 or something on Bricklink.
Yeah. Goats are 50 or something. Goats are really.
Goats are stupid. I splurged this week and bought a elephant, the grey elephant from the Adventurers theme.
Oh yeah.
Wow. The Adventurers set for $115, so I jumped on and snapped that up. So it's my first elephant, and now I'm regretting not getting the Friends elephant.
I haven't seen one in the flesh, one of those.
Sorry?
I haven't even seen an real elephant.
Yeah. Like I think some of the older Adventurers sets had cool animals like the camels and the goats and the elephants and stuff. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I think, unfortunately, I think with Friends being introduced, they've gone the route of introducing these cutesy animals for the Friends line, as opposed to real life animals. And I think that's what's caused a downfall in animals here.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I don't really want pink animals.
Yeah, like I was watching the Friends TV show was on the TV the other day, and I was watching it, and it was just interesting because it was the friendship in something. I don't remember what it was called really, but it was the sets that focused on the new sets that had just come out, and I was watching it and I was going, oh, okay. The elephant there is like a dark pink, and it's almost like realistic animal colored pink. And then you look at the one in the set and it's bright pink. And you go, oh, it doesn't really match the set. And then you look at like the lemur and it's normal colored, not bright pink or whatever. So you kind of, I want real sets, real animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've sort of done the the llama and the panda in realistic colors in some of the sets as well. So you can get them in realistic colors.
Yeah, they're about, the llama's about $5.
$5.86.
Yeah. Isn't too bad for an animal. Although, how big are they?
Tiny.
I have no idea.
Yeah. That big bok.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty long.
Yeah. So they're like 2-3 studs wide and 4 studs high. So they're not worth the money.
I do definitely need some though.
Sorry.
I do definitely need some.
Did we order you a set? No.
No, I haven't. So I'll get to it.
Talk to me later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Extras.
We'll sort it out.
Elizabeth is saying that a country farm kid can't afford a decent sized flock of sheep or a dairy herd at the moment. And that's true. Like, have Lego ever actually released a sheep minifig or a figure?
Doesn't ring a bell. Duplo.
I don't think so. Yeah. Duplo, yes. And of course, Bricklink is down right now.
Oh no.
It's always the way.
Forwardly. No, it doesn't look like they have. At least
Duplo sheep though, isn't there?
there's a Duplo sheep. There's a couple of Duplo sheeps, but no Lego sheep. Unless you count Minecraft, but no one counts Minecraft.
No.
Minecraft sheep. Yeah, it's only or brick built sheeps.
Right. Well, there you go. Bring on the sheep.
I think we need a sheep. Like a sheep in the Friends multicolored cubes would be cool, and then each friend could have like a woolen jumper out of like the different colored sheep, right? Cross target promotion. I don't know. That's how it works. Oh dear. But yeah, I think a sheep or animal theme would be cool.
Definitely a minifigure sheep, like sheep suit.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, a sheep suit. I can see that.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they've done the llama now, so there's rumors. Like I don't know if you heard me before asking Kieran about the Builder minifig station and when that's going to be open. There's rumors that there's going to be a new costume fig showing up in the Builder fig, similar to what they did with like the plant animal and the bunny earlier in the year. But no one has been able to confirm what it is yet. And because they're keeping very mum's the word on the Builder fig when it's opening and what parts are coming, yeah, it's been very hard to find out what it is yet.
Sure.
Yeah. Elizabeth seems to think that there's been a sheep, minifig sheep, but would like to see them for the build for a country show. So I think that's quite a cool idea. I know that there was like a few years ago at one of the shows. Let me share my screen. I know a few years ago at one of the Sydney shows, I think it was build your own mini sheep out of bricks. And what they did was they had a paddock set up at their show, and people would come along and put their little sheep on there. And you had like different colored sheep because it's only 5 parts or something, and you could build your own little sheep. I thought that was kind of cute to have your own little show or their own little sheep flock. I think that we could create something like that for a brickvention where give out the plans for a simple sheep and people can make whatever sheep they want and add it to the flock. Kathy is saying that there was a Shave the Sheep Lego game. I think. Let me Google. Images. Yes, there is Shave the Sheep Lego game. Good image. Yes, there is a Shave the Sheep Lego game. I think they're brick-built sheeps, though. And I think you rolled the dice and you shaved like a layer of fur off. I think that's how the game worked. I'm not too sure. Before the sheep or the wolf got you. I don't know. I've never played the Lego games before.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah.
I got one in an op shop a little while back, but I just took all the parts and put them in my build.
Oh, fair enough.
I was missing all the nano figs.
Hi, Angel. Welcome to the meeting. Thank you for joining us for the last little bit. I'm not sure how long further we could go. We're currently sitting at about 3 hours of streaming. How many bags have you built on stream, Bok Bok?
I've done the technique. It's taken me forever. I just inserted it before and it didn't line up. I'm like, I've just problem solved that out. I had it put in the wrong place. Yeah, it's a lot slower for me.
Fair enough.
When the technique part.
Yeah.
And I remember was it the carousel?
Yep.
No, I wanted in the mixer. There's two cogs that are slightly different sizes.
Yeah.
And if you don't test it, and I didn't realise, we had to dig right into, pull it apart basically to change the cog over so it'll work. So you always check it as you go along. Lesson learned there.
I'm looking forward to seeing your roller coaster work.
Oh, thanks, me too.
And then watching you try and move it from your kitchen table to somewhere else. Yeah.
So what? We won't be ready until next month.
Yeah. Time work. I saved a long time, but all good.
Almost time to check out those royal builds.
Oh.
Do you reckon they're up?
I think so. Andrea, if you're watching or listening, can you please send some links to the royal builds? I'm just asking her, tapping a message now as well, in case she is not watching live. She can send me the streams of the entries. So the royal build was meant to close at 4 o'clock. People have 2 minutes to click send. Oh, she's saying there is only one so far.
Oh.
Sorry, I think I was a little overexcited for that.
I think we might know who that one is, Andre.
I'm sure the entry will be amazing, though.
I'm sure.
Yeah, amazing. Some of you probably have even seen it before, but I was like, yep, well, no one else has entered. Why not?
Free Lego for you.
Gotta be in it to win it.
Yes.
We don't know whose entry it is yet.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I will put it up on the stream, and we can make an uninformed, unbiased opinion of what we think about the build.
Consider entry number 1.
Entry
number 1.
Entry number 1 is a royalty.
Oh, that's a winner for sure.
That's got to be a winner.
Oh,
That's really good.
It is pretty cool.
Do you have them there with you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
It's a nice
Yeah.
Which bit do you want to see?
Show us.
There's the queen.
I pressed the wrong button. Gee, okay. They look a lot bigger than they do in the photo.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Massive.
16 by 16.
So that's queen.
That's
me.
cool.
Okay.
Pussy. So,
That's really cool.
once I get the black corner pieces, which are got the white ones, now I'll have the black ones to finally finish. But I'm also waiting on the so you get a 2 by 2 by 3, just a regular slope, which I've ordered through Lugbog this year.
Okay.
So, tick tick. That's it. After 2 years of collecting bricks before realising that those corner pieces didn't exist. Well, existed for $10 each.
Oh, it was great.
Price, and I needed 120.
How many? 120.
And you got them for like
Yeah.
$80
It was
now.
the whole story behind it. Yeah, 120.
Yeah.
66 cents each.
Breaking your little heart.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was the very first.
Yeah. Should have checked these things before you
Was
started.
designed on.
Not to know though. Like
one of the sites, LDC, I think it was. Yeah, it was kind of a case. I was paving a very small section of my backyard, and I decided, let's just do a massive chessboard set instead. So that's where it all came from. And then I was like, yeah, I don't want just the plastic ones that you get, even though I've got that. I'm like, I'm going to build them out of Lego. Why not? You know, designed it. And then started, I can buy the pieces. There's a site called you can upload. Excellent. Kept buying. Why aren't these pieces coming up 3,000 pieces later? So it's got shelved for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen the comment from Andrea, but the story behind the chest deserves a prize on its own.
Thanks, Andrea. Yes, well, hopefully that will be my brickvention next year's build, and I won't have to leave it to the very last minute like I did last year. Well, this year, whatever you want to call it.
Depends on when we get lug bulk, right?
Yeah, that's if we get lug bulk. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does lug bulk work?
So with mugs, if you earn enough points through passports and attending meetings, you will be invited to lug bulk. So I think it's 10 or 12 points stamps that you need to get. Lug bulk then is a program that Lego offer to buy parts at a cheaper rate. So each lug can order up to 80 different elements, and then from that, anyone can place an order that's eligible to order from those 80 elements. And where, like on Bricklink, part may be $1, in lug bulk it may be 20 cents. So it's a significant saving depending on what parts you want.
It does add up quick though.
Sorry?
It does add up quick though.
Oh, yeah. And you get a cap of $500 Australian to spend roughly. So
I think
it
my
works
wife
out.
will give me a cap smaller than that.
The way to sell it to partners is it's far cheaper to buy it through lug bulk than it is to buy it through Bricklink. But it also all depends on how many of the parts you need. For instance, we had sausages on there, like the hot dog sausage, and the minimum buy of a part is 25 parts. So how many sausages do you actually need? It kind of caps itself a little bit. Like we had babies, I think, one year, and Bok Bok ordered 50 babies. And what are you going to do with 50 babies?
Yeah, so what? Someone else in another club and did a bit of a swap, so which you can technically do. But I had teapots and I've got a lot of it. But it was baby.
Sorry, Andrea is just saying and correcting me because I'm not on the committee, so I need to know. They are reviewing the passports and the participation in lug bulk this year, since we haven't had any meetings and events. So details of that will be announced later. I'm just going from last year's experience where it was 10 points. So
what time of year did you do it last year?
The way lug bulk works is usually the list of parts gets sent out in January. So that's a list of, say, 10,000 current in production parts. From there, they ask the lugs to pick the 80 parts that they want to order. And MUGS go through a voting system where each person gets to vote on, gets, say, 10 votes, and they get to put them on certain parts. So if you really want a single part, then you put all your 10 votes on that, and it's almost guaranteed to get in. So we have a
system. I like that.
Sorry?
That was a good system. I quite like that.
It was a lot of fun as well. So we had things going up and down.
Yeah.
That live feed was great. That was so cool.
Yeah.
So we usually vote. So the list of parts comes out sometime in January. We usually have to close voting by February on what parts we get, and we used to have to place our order on those parts by March. Now the problem with lug bulk is, and it's not really a problem, but the problem with lug bulk is once you place the order, it can take anywhere up to a year for it to be invoiced and shipped.
Wow.
So at the moment, we've placed the order for everyone's parts back in March, and we're still waiting for the invoice from Lego to say, yeah, the parts are ready and ready to ship. So that is taking. We usually get the invoice anywhere between July and November, and once the invoice is paid, it usually takes 6 weeks to ship the parts. So it's usually a whole year process to get lug bulk through.
Yeah.
So if you're planning a big mock or planning something that requires a lot of parts, it is worth doing and planning in advance to get those parts. Like me, I've forgotten what I've ordered in January. So by the time it shows up, I'm going to go, oh shit, I've actually ordered those on Bricklink now. What am I going to do?
Or it comes on the pad wall.
Or parts come on the pad wall.
Every time.
Like the yellow leaves. There's yellow leaves on the Dreamworld pad wall at the moment. So they were part of the lug bulk that we did this year. So, yeah.
I'm sure they look at it.
Sorry?
I'm sure they look at it and go, right, let's put that on the
Oh,
page. Just to annoy
I'm
him.
sure they do too. And Lugbulk, yeah, I'm sure they'll work out what AFOLs are interested in and such. So I guess the key call outs is Lugbulk takes about a year to get through, 9 months to a year. You can spend a maximum of $500 in Australian dollars, I guess. The minimum parts that you need to order are, I think it's either 25 or 50 for parts. So you can have to order 50 babies, for instance, because that's the minimum of the part. And things like minifigs or babies, because you've got the body and the head, that's 2 parts that you need, so the head and the body. So you got to work out things like that. It's great for bigger parts like the preformed mountain parts or even base plates. So a 32 by 32 base plate on Lugbulk is, I think, $3, where usual prices are $11 or $12, I think. So you can definitely save money through it. As I said, the negatives are it takes forever to come through.
Yeah.
And shipping, usually the order is about 6 ton of parts. So shipping takes forever and is hard to get delivered.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sorted as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll put my hand up for sorting if you need an extra hand.
You just want to see what everyone gets.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I just like counting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, sorting would be fun. I'd help with sorting too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've set up a barrel now, haven't I?
It's like, oh, one for you, one for me. One for me.
Where do all these parts go?
Yeah. All right. I think we might start wrapping up the meeting now. We're just over the 3-hour mark. Yeah, I'm not sure there's too much else to talk about. Hello.
Thanks, mate. Good work as always.
Yeah. So the next meeting.
I reckon I've learnt so much from these live streams, more than I probably have learnt attending the MUGS meetings, I reckon. I think also because you can rewatch them later on and go back to the bits that you missed or whatever. Yeah.
I'm glad they're helpful. Like, I like doing the part ones and stuff like that because it's just, I find a lot of people don't access and use bricks and pieces.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that
No,
you can.
as I
didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know about it at all either.
Yeah. And personally, I think
I was
using bricks and pieces is saving me so much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says as he spent like $1,000 on bricks and pieces in the last week.
Next meeting, you get to bring in all your offsets to try and sell, aren't you?
I'm going to have to. We need like
try and make it back.
Yeah, we need to do a market day at some point.
Yeah.
Buy, sell, swap. Everyone's got any money left? Yeah. All right.
Nice one. Nice
So
to speak to you guys.
Thanks very much for joining us in the panel today, everyone who's come and gone. And thanks for everyone who's joined in the chat. It's been really helpful to have everyone comment along and come along. The next meeting is again in a month's time, so it's the second Sunday of each month. Event will be posted in the MUGS Facebook group, so you can have a look at the events. And stay tuned for the next weekly build competition that we will have. The theme will be posted soon, and I would love a lot of entries into it. Andrea does put a lot of effort into the prizes that we get through. And yeah, please join in. And yeah, if you've got any other feedback, or if you've got any ideas for some live streams that you'd like us to have, if you'd have like me to run any live streams on anything, building techniques or bricks and pieces, or talk about new sets or anything, please send me a message or comment on the MUGS Facebook group. I'm more than happy to have a look at doing some live streams and stuff on building techniques, or discuss different techniques to build different things or whatever. I'm more than happy to do that sort of stuff as well. Cool. All right.
Yeah, I missed out on all of the conference thingies that they had on at Brickvention. So any of those, that could be cool.
Mm.
Okay. I might have to talk to Andrew about seeing if we can get a copy of those exhibitions and talk about building some of the trees, or the tree one in particular was really cool. So I'd like to do that and see.
Yeah. Well, I think we could all benefit from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the part.
All right. I'll talk and see what we can do. All right, everybody. Thanks once again, and thanks everyone in the chat. Yeah, I'm going to click the button and end the stream now.
Thanks,
and
Wade. Thanks again.
The Facebook group. All right.
Mm.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Wade.
Bye.
Bye.